Yes, Jamie. I see your Kane jersey. Welcome
Oh,
to Spurs
you're still
Vision.
playing music.
No, the
Still playing the
music's over.
music.
No, the
I can
music's
hear the
off.
music. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
the music's off.
Well,
Uh, Go ahead. Oh shit, ran out of battery on
I
my
know.
remote control.
I
Now this is what you
I
get
know
when you
what's
have technical
happening.
issues.
No,
Can
no,
you
it's
hear
not
me? Yeah.
technical issues. It's the fact that I had the YouTube on at the same time. So what I was
Ah.
meant to do is, it's obviously not very smooth. It was meant to be smoother than this, but is it going to be? Is it going to be the day of Cain, or is he going to go? And is it going to end up being the rising sun?
Yes, Jamie, the rising sun. I'll take the rising sun. Yeah. And okay, welcome to Spurs Vision TV. This is our first episode for the new season 21-22. Good evening to all in Asia, all right? And more or less we said good afternoon to all in the European side, and of course, good morning to all you in the Americas side. Right. Jamie, how do you feel today?
Actually, admittedly, a little bit of butterflies.
Mm-hmm,
Not
mm-hmm.
major. That will probably come just before kickoff. Um, Not as stressed as I thought I'd be because our interlopers from South London lost their first game against Brentford. So
Yeah,
that sort of mellowed me out for most of the weekend.
yeah. We'll
So
go to that afterwards. Review the games and all that. Right. But at the moment, just let me bring in a guest.
okay.
Shane, are you there, Shane? Yes, Shane is here. Hi, Shane. How you
Hi,
doing?
hi guys, how are yous? I'm
Yep,
doing
we're
good.
fine. We're fine. Yep, all excited for the first game of the season for us.
Yeah, all
It's
all
hard to
geared
tell
up
with
for the
Shane.
first game.
Shane is either very mellow or knocked off. There's only seems to be two modes.
Yeah,
If he's upset, you know it. Otherwise, he's a chill pill. So
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
let's get back to the game coming up. Of course, at the moment, hold on, one more guest has come in, right?
come
And
in, come in.
yeah, one more. Hi,
Oh,
Soham.
Hi, Sam.
How
Hey
you
guys,
doing?
how you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
what
Ready,
time is
ready,
I'm sorry, Jimmy. I didn't catch you.
what time is it
ready.
there? 6 o'clock.
Yeah, no, it's 5:30. It's 5:30.
5:30. Yeah, their time is about 5:30. 2.5 hours behind us, Jamie.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready to be? I'll just say, are you excited for the next, the coming up matches and all that? But yeah,
Yes, yeah.
yeah,
So
you
you
got that.
still you need to print more of them and send them out to the group, and we'll send you
Yeah,
money to your bank.
I'll have one in double XL.
Yeah, me too. And if
Yeah.
they do one in white with blueprint, I'd have that as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to ask.
You're the ass, yeah. Okay. Welcome, guys.
Serious. I'm serious.
Uh,
I want one of
we
those
are
I'd share
serious.
that.
Yeah.
I want one.
We'll iron out those details on our WhatsApp group chat and see how to get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. As I was saying, right. First of all, we won't be talking more or less about the MCT game at the moment, but let's go back to the games that has gone by. As Jamie was saying earlier, Brentford beating Arsenal 2-0. Yeah.
Brentford.
And that more or less brought a lot of joy to us, right?
Yeah.
But of course,
Actually,
still
more
the
AFTV. The response from Ty and from
yeah.
his mates. So
Perfect.
doing
They
their
got they got stung.
Yeah.
I'll trust
They got
Shane to
stung.
come up with a tabloid headline.
Did any of
Yeah.
you watch? Did you watch the match? So I didn't catch
Yeah,
the
I
match
did.
because
I
it
did.
was,
I did. I
it
did.
was something like 3
It was lovely
a.m.
to
my
watch.
time.
It
Yeah.
was lovely to watch. Arsenal was so poor. It was lovely to
Really?
watch. Yeah. Thing is, if we do badly today, I'm going to go back and watch highlights of that match again just to make myself feel better.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
Well,
Good
depending on the
idea.
goal difference, we'd be in no worse position than them, so they can't crow about that. But
Yeah. But as you
Um,
said, Arsenal performing in that kind of against Brentford and not performing right to the expectations of the rest of the what we expected. But kudos to Brentford, right? Coming up from the
I think,
championship
I think
and
the thing is with
giving an Arsenal a lesson in the Premier League.
indeed.
That was a good
The
thing.
thing is, with us slandering Arsenal so much, I think a lot of people are missing out on the fact that how good Brentford actually were that game. I think especially Brentford away at Griffith Park is going to be a challenging match for a lot of teams. Because they press really well. They have a smaller pitch, which kind of plays into the hands of their sort of play style anyway, so they can press much easier. A sort of advantage that we used to have in the old White Hart Lane pitch, where the pitch was relatively narrower, and we could press a lot more. So that thing's there, and they just looked a lot more like how should I say? It seemed like they were the team that were used to playing in the Premier League rather than Arsenal. Like they were so much.
They've just pushed for a promotion, so they've been used. They're a cohesive team. Coming in and
that's the word I was missing out. Cohesive.
Yeah.
There was no much
yeah,
cohesive Arsenal.
They did lose players when they come up, but they've have the structure in place. So as soon as one goes out the door, another one comes in to fill that position, which is really clever and really well done. Which we can sort of take some knowledge from that and apply it to ours, and we'd be a hell of a lot better off.
Right. I agree.
Of course, that was not the only match that has gone by yesterday and Friday, right? And what were the most surprising matches did you think that, apart from the Arsenal match, that happened?
Manchester United 5-1. I did not expect that margin.
But we did expect more or less they could win that game, right? But to me, the most surprising match was actually the Watford match.
Yeah,
Aston Villa, right?
Yeah. Watford over Villa, 3-2.
Yeah. 3-2. That was one more of the match that more or less surprised me. And Watford went up 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, they were 3-0. Yeah, they were 3-0 up.
3-0,
and a good sign is that Ismail Sarr scored one of the goals, and we're interested in him.
We're interested in everybody at the moment.
If Soam's mate from Bangalore Spurs or Kolkata Spurs came on, he'd come up with a new moniker for us, because he came up with interested FC.
And do you know Sanska came up with Interested FC, right? And do you know who was using it? There was one guy that we don't usually talk about in his streams, right? The guy that caused a lot of controversy and all that during one of our shows.
You mean the grumpy old man?
Yes, and he used that in his background, Interested FC. I most probably going to ask Sanska whether he has copyrighted it and TM'd it. Maybe you can send him a legal letter or something like that. Welcome to. Let me just say hello to the guys in the chats at the moment. Right. Of course, we have Wayne Bonner. Wayne Bonner is a big support.
Hi, Wayne.
Great. Hi, Wayne. Brian Daigle.
Sounds right coming from Shane. Hi, Wayne. G'day, Wayne.
Brian Daigle. Right. Say hi, Brian. Bob Spur.
Hi, Brian.
Here. And Bob Spur, you're free. You got the link. You can hop on anytime. Right. And we do have some new people hopping on. Who is this? Let me see. How do you pronounce this?
Vaibhav.
Vaibhav's
Vaibhav's Universe.
Yeah. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining, Vaibhav. Right. And of course, it keeps on coys. Yeah. We're all excited for the game coming up. And guys, like I was saying, right? MCT smashing Leeds 5-1, and they did put up a very impressive performance.
MU.
Sorry, MU. Yeah, MU. Sorry, not MCT. MCT is playing us later. Oh, don't say that. Right? Yeah. And
I think City is the most frequently mentioned team on our blog, even more so than Spurs, because you keep saying M-City, 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 M-City.
Yeah. Everything's about M-City nowadays, more or less. So we don't go there yet, right? Let's talk about the few matches that. What match actually gave you the most interest yesterday?
I think Jadon Sancho's performance was pretty much their standout. His and Pogba's
Did Sancho even play that much?
Yeah, he came
Sancho
on in the last
played,
15 minutes or so.
Yeah.
Last 15 minutes he came on, yeah. That match I watched, because it was more or less live and during my time I watched it. And usually at the 3 p.m. games 3 p.m. GMT games, you have like 6 or 7 games at one time. Like Chelsea whacking Crystal Palace, right?
Yeah.
And Everton beating Southampton, okay. And I more or less watched the Leicester and Wolves game because I wanted to see how Wolves will perform, because we are going to play Wolves next week, right? So and Wolves were quite pretty toothless, to say, right? So and hopefully let's see whether we can get.
Is that a pun because they're called wolves? A toothless wolf.
Yeah, you got it.
Did Jimenez? Is it Jimenez?
Yeah, Jimenez played. Yeah, Jimenez played. He was wearing. Yeah, he played. Yeah,
so he's got a Peter
wore
Cech
a helmet or something.
Yeah,
like a Peter Cech helmet.
No, he didn't wear the full.
It was more like a headband sort of a thing.
It was more like a headband sort of thing.
So more like a Terry Butcher.
Yes, we understand that too. But how you say?
Well, I've only got a very quick thing. The only thing I can say is happy about the Arsenal drubbing. I was glad that Villa got beaten because
Vibe, we'll get into that later. Yeah, we'll get into that later.
And then what was the last result? There's Brentford Arsenal
3-0.
Yeah, Liverpool won 3-0 against Norwich.
Yeah, but then all the other teams pretty much went as expected in their results. It wasn't any massive surprises.
No, we got a massive surprise on Friday. So what else do you want?
Yeah.
And today, right? Don't forget, we had underdogs today, right? Even at home. The rest of the world has written us off. Okay. So if we beat M-City today, we'll be another surprise.
If you like facts and figures, young Dan, kid come up with
City have never beaten us at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
The new one.
The new one. They have never beaten us.
They haven't scored a goal.
Yeah, not to say just beaten us, they haven't even scored a goal. Right.
Yeah. They haven't scored a goal.
All right. Just hold on for a guys. Let me bring on another guest. Good morning, Brian.
Hey.
Hello, my darling.
How we doing, Shane? You good, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Real good.
Good.
Exactly.
I said I couldn't come on today because I'm going down to the pub to meet up with Cody and everything. But I thought, it's the first game of the season. I can't come on yours, and I've got to come on yours and Jamie's channel. So I've set my alarm. I've got till 12:30. I've got 16 minutes. I'm fitting you in because I've got to come here and support the great channel. So
have your phone switched on so we can see if we can see a live reaction from the Toronto pub.
Believe me, there's going to be the good thing is there's going to be a big crowd. This pub that I go to called the Scotland Yard. It's a huge pub that is the official home of Tottenham, the official Toronto Spurs, and we pack it out. And this is the first game back since the Everton game last season. So not only is it going to be big, but we have Cody Mack coming down. So I'm meeting Cody Mack for the first time, and also a great supporter of Will's channel, Abdul, is coming down as well. So there'll be a couple of us, and I always start setting doing live videos, and not live videos, but setting stuff on my phone. So there'll be a load of things to go up on Twitter later on.
Yeah. So that's why I said, Brian, if it's okay with you, right? Later, if you meet up with Cody and Abdul, just hop on for about 5 minutes to say hello. And show us the setup and all the people there.
I can try and do that for sure.
Yeah. It's the sad thing for us, more or less in Asia, right? For me, I'm total lockdown for the past 2 months. Shane is going through the same thing in Australia, and
We got ECQ till at least the 20th, and the rest of the
and
country till the
Jamie is going through it. So all of us are being locked into one spot, and we're going to watch the match all from home. And to tell the truth, it's a weird thing. Our government today my government, the Malaysian government today came out with a statement that they're opening up certain industries again, and I can get my hair cut.
Which one? Which
Oh.
one? Which
the other
one?
the other one doesn't need a cut.
So, I mean, I'll most certainly do that. What's happening? The pub's opening up at 11. They always open up early for us before games, but not today. But what we're doing, I'm getting down there for about 10:15 because we have so much Spurs memorabilia, scarves, tops from players that we're all going to hang up and set up like a little welcome committee. So Cody's hopefully getting there for me at 10:15. So when we're setting up, I'll try and give you a call, and then
he should be on the road now. So let's just pray for his safe journey. He gets to Toronto safely.
Yeah.
So it's going to be great. I mean, Cody, God bless him. He's out. Do you know what? Am I excited because it's the opening game of the season for us? Yeah, kind of. Am I excited to be going back to the Scotland Yard where we're treated fantastically? Yeah, I'm very excited. But am I excited that Cody Mack is going to be meeting up with me? Not only that, it's his first ever game watching with fellow Spurs supporters, because where he lives out there, he doesn't really know any Spurs supporters. So he's gonna have a wonderful occasion today.
So you're gonna christen him. You're gonna baptize him into the Tottenham spirit.
Exactly. Well, we're a Jewish club, aren't we? We're going to ber mitzvah him. We're going to bring him in. We're going to bring him.
You're not going to give him a bris, are you?
No. He's way past that. I don't think. I don't think there's enough alcohol in the world to convince him for that.
So you're going to make him stand on a chair and sing some ridiculous song. Initiation, yeah, man.
Yeah, maybe we do the initiation. Do initiation.
That's a blinder because he's going to get a bit of experience. Because I, funnily enough, I don't know if you know this, but I'm quite loud during games.
No.
Well, put it this way: my old jobs used to say.
That's a surprise.
My old jobs used to say to me when Tottenham were playing, Brian, just take the 90 minutes off and do 90 minutes after, because I can remember once I was watching a game in my job in England. It was a game when Roberto Soldado scored a goal against Crystal Palace. And he got a penalty, and he got chopped down. I was on the phone. I went, "That's a fucking penalty if ever there's one." And I completely forgot I was on the phone. And they're like, "You're a Spurs fan, aren't you?" I was like, "Yeah, thank God." I was like, "Thank God." And I was like, "Okay," but yeah. So since then, take the time off. So yeah, I'm quite loud.
Well, you should be. Just be careful who's within earshot.
Oh, mate. That's the thing. I mean, everyone. When it comes to football, I mean, all of you will probably know this. It's very, very hard to keep your emotions down.
Yep.
It's very, very hard. It doesn't matter who's in the room. It's like when I'm with kids, like when I'm with the nephews and niece, I will not swear. I'm like Gordon Ramsay around his kids. I will not swear a solitary word. You put them next to me during a Spurs game, all bets are off. I'm in the kitchen like Ramsay, so yeah, it can't be done.
What you should do, you should come in with a handful of sound defenders and say, "Kids, I'm watching the game." Here you are.
Or give them a shock collar, and every time I make a swear word, give me a shock.
Just hand over a big jar of money and say, "That's me swear jar for the day."
There you go. That's the one that would normally win, I think, Mark. Shane, I think that's the one that would always win.
Okay. But Brian, thanks for hopping on for even for just a short while. To me, I'm very appreciative for all your support and all this while that you've been there for us. And to tell the truth, the Spurs family community is actually such a wonderful thing, right?
Yeah.
The group that we have, we support each other, and it helps a lot because the times that we've been through with Spurs and all that, right? And of course, watching the Cheese Room latest stream with the MCT boys, that was, oh my gosh, really, really. I mean, sometimes when you're being a fan is being a fan, but being deluded is another question, right?
Yeah, I mean,
that's Ty on AFTV.
So I had my say about that on Bob Spurs channel, and Sean was absolutely sensational. What a superstar for the way she dealt with that. I mean, she was absolutely outstanding. If there was a man of the match or a woman of the match for streamer or YouTube contributor of the week. She's got it nailed down.
Yeah.
Nailed down. She's fantastic.
Yeah. Really loved it. I mean, she stood up. She really stood up against him. Right. So big up to her. And to tell the truth, most probably we on Spurs Ration TV we will want to bring on more female Spurs fans to chat. And to tell the truth, they're really very knowledgeable. And they have it. They have it.
Well, we tried to get
not just
Kirsty
a
on,
man.
but she was
Yeah, but
not able to
because
come
Kurs
on.
is busy. Yeah, Kurs is busy. One of these days, maybe we'll do a full ladies show or something like that. With
I'll
just
tell
all
you
the
what, to
ladies.
try and get on
Get
for you one day.
Kaguma on.
Okay.
One day I'll try and speak to her and see if I can get her on for you. But my sister's a big Spurs fan.
That's
She's a
good.
big Spurs fan. She loves her football. It's just quite hard. I mean, what's the time back home now? 1 p.m. or whatever. She's got
Lunchtime.
5 kids, so it's kind of hard to try and get on YouTube when you got 5 kids.
5 kids.
Are they
Especially
Spurs?
Sunday.
Are they Spurs fans too? Are the kids
Listen,
Spurs fans?
One thing I will say, Jamie, my cousin did it to me, and I've done it to my nephews and my nieces. The first thing I ever wore was a Tottenham Hotspur baby grow. As I came out, bang, it was on me. That was it.
Well, you mean one of the nurses had it ready to catch you?
That's how good I was. I literally came out the right angle, wallop. But no, honestly, and I've done that with my 4 nephews. It happened with my niece. It's kind of, I always do it, but like I said, I won't spend money with Daniel Levy. So I had to get my dad to go buy it after she was born to give it to her, so I could give my dad the money because I won't spend money. So she had to have it a bit delayed because she came early as well.
And it
So I
needs to
wasn't
be
prepared.
pink. It needs to be one of those little pink baby grows with the Spurs crocodile on it.
I got her that, and I got her like a little ballerina tutu set for when she gets a little bit older.
Oh,
And,
the ballerina tutu sets for you.
No,
Oh.
Jamie. And I also
Hold on,
got,
guys.
we also got a top that said Spurs' best dribbler.
Yeah. Brian, just hold on for a while. Let me bring on one more guest, and we love this guy so much. There's a slight technical
He'll
issue.
be on it eventually. I bet it's Daniel.
No, it's
Oh,
not.
I was wrong. It's Mr. Singh.
Yeah, the legendary
My
Bob
brother.
Spur. Yeah.
My brother.
Yes.
I thought
how
it was
you
going to
doing,
be Daniel.
Hi, Bob.
Daniel.
Sorry to let you down, Jamie.
No, it's not a letdown. It's a surprise, which hopefully is good omen for the fact that we're going to have a surprise today and have a good result.
Yeah,
So-
mate, definitely.
Yeah. Have you gone to sleep yet, Bob?
Mate, I was streaming till 4 o'clock in the morning.
No,
With
that's why.
Will.
Yeah, I know.
That's this. I did my stream, then I jumped on Will's to give him a bit of support.
But if you've been
And
streaming
then-
since 4, you should use some Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, oh, mate, and then I couldn't sleep because I'm excited about today's game. And then I spent the night tweeting, Shade, everyone, and then
He's gone crazy. He's tweeting like a bird.
But
Oh,
and then I was up. I think I was up about 10 o'clock this morning. So I've only had like 4 hours sleep. But
Well,
it's
you
worth
need
it,
some.
mate.
You need some
It's worth it.
Barocca then.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
It's all
apparently,
good,
you're
mate.
now you're now the official guy to go to for all the intro videos,
Oh.
segues, whatnot for Spurs
Apparently.
blogs.
Yeah, apparently, mate, apparently, yeah.
The master,
Yeah.
The Tottenham's community's answer to Banksy is what this dude is.
Yeah.
or Martin
Yeah.
Scorsese.
Or as my mum would say, would have said, and Soham will relate to this. There's a thing that old Indian people do. They always say a word and they'll repeat it, but they'll change the first letter. So, for example, they'll say roti voti, or they'll say
Yeah, even I do it. Not just old Indian people. Even I do it.
yeah,
Maybe you
glass-
are.
Yeah,
Maybe
even I
you're
do
old
it.
before your time.
a glass vase. So, Brian,
I
hope-
mean, my hair would agree with you, Jamie. My hair would definitely agree with you.
But Brian, I hope I'm not the Banksy because Mum would have been saying Banksy Wanksy. So I'm not really liking that.
Okay, I'll try and think. I'll try and think of a new. I'll try and think of a brand new world-class artist
All right, mate.
in some kind of field.
No, I
can
know one
change it
because
to.
you know what
in what era, right? Yeah.
No. I've got one already. I've got one already because you know that he always tells us to pee off, so he can be Bobby Picasso.
Pissafo.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's a
Pissafo.
good one, that one.
Yeah,
Bobby
Pissafo.
Pissafo. Yeah, that's good.
That's good. That's good. Right.
I mean, I must admit, whenever I hear that word "piss off" now, I can never ever, in a movie, in a comedy, or anything, I can't ever take it in the right way that it's meant anymore. Because all I see is basically Bosman with a mic saying, "Oh yeah, piss off Rodney," or "piss off Del Boy," or "piss off whoever." It's like literally.
It's why you
Then
don't
you
watch
wanna-
Quadrophenia anymore.
No.
I was going
The
to
thing
say you
that
wouldn't
you
like
say,
Australian TV.
the thing is that every time you hear that word, right, you feel so warm inside.
Well, that means that means you haven't undone your zip.
Shane got an introductory piss off into the group this morning, didn't you, Shane? So
Yep.
Yeah.
you enjoyed that.
Yeah.
But that's it. The Spurs family that we have, what call building now, right? Actually, it's a very wonderful thing, right? And it's just not only in the UK. We have it in Asia, right? And more or less, I guess, Australia, Asia,
America.
Canada, Americas, and all that. And most probably, this word "piss off," right? It's going to end up as a term of endearment throughout the world, Bob. And you started it, all right? You started it, all right? So most probably all those movies which have all this piss off word, right? They're not going to use it anymore because when you say piss off, they all think of you.
I don't know if that's a nice thing, but
A car salesman.
Is that a compliment or a criticism?
I'm going to use it during some of my sales pitches. Are you going to have the car? You're going to buy the car? Well, piss off, mate.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's get back to the football. Right. That's one thing I love about this. Our family doing this type of shows. It always strays away, and it will come back again to the important thing. Okay, we are still a football channel, right? We're still a football channel. Okay, Bobby. We were talking about the matches that went past Friday and Saturday. So which was one, and including to Brian and Soham, which was the most surprising game to you, and which was the most outstanding game to you? And don't say it was the Brentford game, please.
No, I don't think even the Brentford game. If you stand back and look at it, yeah, it was great seeing Arsenal lose, but was it really a surprise? You know, the way Arsenal have been doing Brentford's first game, the way they play. You know, I never thought they'd bring that high press to the Premier League, but I think they figured out that, you know what, that's Arsenal's weak point, and they put that into play. But apart from, I'll be honest with you, apart from probably Watford beating Villa, I don't think there were any surprises really. I expected Man United to get. I think I've predicted 4-0. I expected them to thrash Leeds purely and simply. Last season they beat them 6-2. I think all the big teams will look forward to playing against Leeds, and I agree with Brian. I believe they're going to suffer from a second season syndrome because last season, although everyone knew how they were playing, it was new to the opposition. Whereas it's not new this season. Everyone has played Leeds already, so they'll know how to play against Leeds and how to counteract their lack of defending qualities. Really, they don't tend to defend that much, so they'll go gung ho. But I think this season they'll be found out. And although I don't expect them to be in the relegation area, I don't think they'll be finishing, you know, in the top half or anything like that. Because, like I say, I do think they'll be found out. So I think the big guns you'll always see a 4 or 5 against the big guns, be it a Man City, be it a Liverpool, be it a Man United or a Chelsea. And I think we'll get a few goals. Yeah.
What about us?
Even us as well. I think last season we were looking forward to the Leeds game at our ground. Yes, obviously we came up short at their ground, and I think their home form will keep them up. But I think the big guns will score quite a few goals. But apart from Watford beating Villa, I don't really see any result that really surprised me. Really, I'll be honest with you.
So do you think it's Watford over Villa? Do you think Jack Grealish leaving has left too much of a dent?
I think mental effect as well, Shane, isn't it? You know, when you lose, as a club you lose your best player, there's going to be a some sort of
shock factor.
mental mindset. Yeah. I mean, and let's be honest, they brought in some really quality players, but they all need to bed in as well. I don't think Southampton play the football that Villa do. So he's going to have to adapt his game. I do think it'll be a good signing. But as a club, even the fans, they've seen Grealish on that pitch for God knows how many years, and suddenly he's not there. He's not even a squad member. He's not injured anymore. They are Grealishless. So I think there's going to be that mental mindset that they're going to have to overcome. But I think they'll be fine, mate. I think
they're grieving.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah. And what do you think, Brian? We're gonna let Brian have his say because he has to leave soon to do the deco for the Scotland Yard.
I'm going to give you 10 minutes extra. We're going in extra time. I'm giving you till 22 now.
And when you get to the UK, make sure you're not having to decorate the Scotland Yard here.
No. I mean, who knows after the NFL protests? I might be, but who knows?
I'm babysitting. No chance of that.
Yeah, Bobby is babysitting me. So, what I will say, I kind of want to elaborate on what Boswell said. So, obviously, I agree with him agreeing with me, funnily enough. I really do think Leeds are going to have second season syndrome. And the reason I say that is not only, they still could make some significant signings, but as we know from Pochettino, these players get burnt out for the kind of style of football you play, and these guys haven't had a break. All right, they had the Euros, but predominantly it was the same team. If they're fit, they play. And I just think the style of play they play and the continuation of just going this all-out gun-ho, they're going to be knackered. And then the talk with Villa, completely agree with Grealish going, but also you got to look at it. Not only is it a big hole, but they brought in 3 fantastic players. You need time to adapt as a team, and the 3 players need time to adapt to Villa. They all came in at different times. I think Bailey was on the bench. I think Ings started, and so did Bundia. But they're all going to take time to gel. But I'll tell you another one who I think is in real trouble this season is Southampton.
Yeah,
I really do. They are selling people for fun. Vestergaard they kind of had to. It's the last year of the contract, and Leicester started putting the pressure on. Ings they were going to have to last year of the contract. There's talk of Ward-Prowse with us and other clubs as well, Villa being one of them. But they are stripping their team for parts. And I think they are going to be in real trouble. But I think we're going to get a shock today. Obviously, I know Spurs are going to win, so that's not a shock to me. But I think Newcastle are going to win today. I honestly think, because I said on Bosper yesterday, that game solely depends on how that ground is one ground where the result solely goes on how that St James's Park crowd is, because that crowd is intense and incredible. I've been there many times. I love going to St James's Park. Unfortunately, when I was going, they were bloody good, and we didn't always win. And it was that stadium can rock. And I think if they don't get it, if they can take the pressure on early, I think they'll all be behind Joe Willock trying to make it 8 goals in 8 goals in 8 straight games. And I got a feeling West Ham, not saying they'll be in trouble this year, but again, they haven't really kicked on with the momentum and being in the Europa League. This is an opportunity for West Ham to really try and strengthen, and they haven't taken advantage of it as of yet. So, agree with Bob. Like second syndrome, second season syndrome for Leeds. I think Villa are going to take some time, but they'll be fine. They'll be absolutely fine. And Southampton is a big worry. And if you think about it, if Leeds and Southampton are in that kind of situation, there's going to be a real shake-up with that last relegation spot.
Leeds, Southampton, Burnley.
Say again?
Leeds, Southampton, Burnley.
Yeah, I think Burnley.
Sean Dyche, I'm never back against Sean Dyche. He's one of those managers that just... someone was saying, I think it was Jamie Carragher or Gary Neville in that thing when they said Simon Jordan with Eddie Howe and Bournemouth. They are the fabric of that club. They know the tea lady. They know everything that goes on within that club. And Sean Dyche is the same. And I've got a lot of respect for Sean Dyche. And I can see Burnley maybe being in trouble, but they'll get out of it. They will get out of it.
And Soham, what do you think?
In terms of shock results this week, again, it's just the Watford Aston Villa one. But then again, I did not watch the match, so I cannot comment on how it went. I just watched the goals and highlights. In terms of teams that will be in trouble, I totally agree with Brian. Southampton are relegation favorites for me. They are selling all these players and then they are not really replacing them. I mean, Adam Armstrong did get on the score sheet. The guy they bought from Blackburn Rovers. But will he be what should I say, a sufficient replacement for Danny Ings? I don't know, because Che Adams was supposed to be a goal scorer when he was bought. He used to score for fun in the Championship. He does not score for fun in the Premier League. He barely scores at all. Adam Armstrong has gotten off to a good start. I don't know how long he will keep this up, but again, they sold Vestergaard. Where is their Vestergaard replacement? I don't see anyone. Ryan Bertrand. Who did they replace Ryan Bertrand with? Even that I don't know, to be honest.
Where did Ryan
Then
Bertrand go to?
Leicester.
Went to Leicester. All right.
Yeah. So there's another problem. And now there are talks of James Ward-Prowse. Man, I wish we could land James Ward-Prowse and give them Harry Winks in turn. That would be so nice.
I love James
but
Ward-Prowse. Love him.
And
Yeah,
Sissoko.
me too.
yeah, same. I love the guy. The thing is that unfortunately, no one wants to take Harry Winks, and even Harry Winks doesn't want to leave, which is extremely unfortunate. But it is how it is. But anyway, yeah, Southampton will be in trouble. Other than that, I think Watford will be in trouble. In spite of the fact that they won last night, I think they don't have enough in their team to stay up, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, of course, their manager is a huge X factor at the moment. I mean, his name literally begins with X as well. Zisco, no one really knows anything about Zisco. That's the one thing. He might just turn out to be a great manager and keep them up. But right now, I think Southampton, Watford, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say Brentford will be another team that will be in trouble. Brentford has started well, but a few injuries and this team, because just in terms of individual, because in terms of like individual talent, I don't think that's a Premier League team. It's just that their cohesiveness and the way that they play that makes them as good as they are. And on top of that, the home crowd factor. I mean, the way all the fans were singing "Hey Jude" at the end of the match. I mean, that even made hair on my hand stand up. And I'm not even a Brentford fan. That was just brilliant to watch. Maybe it's the fact that I've not seen a full crowd in so long. Maybe it was that. But either way, it was so nice to watch. But yeah, if with a few injuries, they'll be in trouble. I actually am going to take a risk and say Norwich will stay up this time. They have been yo-yoing too long. They have been yo-yoing for too long. Daniel Farker should definitely know how to keep them up this time. I think they're going to stack.
Okay. I'll give you a meme for Norwich. All right. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Ding dong, ding dong.
I think they're going to stay up. I honestly think they're going to stay up.
No, I don't.
I don't think they've got enough, mate.
I don't think Norwich have got anything at all this season. They're just yo-yoing up and down. So
You
they'll
make,
be back
make more
down.
money like that.
That's it. At least they're getting the money in.
Well, but I'll put it this way: if I say this now, but if let's say Max Aarons goes during this window, please God to us, please God, then I will drastically change my opinion. If they
He
lose,
was shocking. He was shocking yesterday. I thought he was shocking. He had one good shot. He was taken off as well. I don't think. I don't know, but maybe he stands out in a poor team. I don't know if he's going to be an upgrade to, say, a Tanganga. Tanganga's brilliant, mate, at the moment.
Well, Tanganga. Sorry, I'm just going to speak now because I will be going after this comment because my alarm will go. Tanganga, as you know, Bob, I think he's a genuine, bona fide superstar in the making. I cannot speak, but again, I see him centre back and not, or at the very least, a right side of a back three. Yeah. And then having a wing back. Now, Max Aarons, look, Carl Walker and Carl Norton came, and Carl Norton was meant to be the bigger one when we signed them. Yeah, and look what happened. What you got to look at is Max Aarons has again, it's talking about lumps of coal and turning them into diamonds, but this is a guy that has genuinely got something. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw, or a lot of you saw it. A friend of mine actually went on We Are Tottenham TV, did a little snippet. He's a Norwich fan, and spoke about Ollie Skip and his time at Norwich. And Max Aarons, everyone's entitled to a bad game in the season. Everyone is entitled to it. And when you come back into the Premiership, it's we were just playing Liverpool with Jota, Firmino, Salah. It's like, well, if you look bad in that game, I mean, it's not. So I honestly think out of the right backs that are available, Tomiyasu, but let's face it, he's probably got an eyelash strain, so we can't talk to him, or he's skiing somewhere, or whatever the bloody excuse is this week that we can't talk to him. So if we have to get a homegrown talent, and it was a right back, he is my number one target. But what do I know? But anyway, on that note, I will try and call you when I'm with Cody. We will try and get log in. If you do, one thing I will say, the Wi-Fi sometimes at the Scotland Yard can be a bit choppy, and here in Canada, you get mobile data and only a very potsy. I think Daniel Levy runs the data here because it's about that much you get. and you have to buy
Alright.
to get more. So it will only be a very, very quick thing, but I will definitely try and get on with me and Cody.
Cody and Abdul.
Alright.
Yeah. You can get
Abdul, I
too.
don't know what time he's getting there, but I think Cody's coming to meet me for 10:15, so I'll definitely be with Cody
Yeah.
early,
All right.
and we'll definitely try and get on. And I will
Alright.
see you all then. Enjoy the
Alright.
game. Everyone
Hey,
have
come
fun.
on, you Spurs.
Okay.
And
Come
my
on, you
final
brother.
2 words, as always, Levy out.
Yeah.
Pick up, brother.
Levy out.
Leave you out. Yeah.
Speaking of Levy out, did you guys
I-
read the statement that he put out?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Generic
Not yet.
rubbish.
It's not even generic rubbish this time. It genuinely seems like he's scared that he'll get booed at the stadium.
Good.
Okay, I must have not read it properly then because I didn't see that.
Okay. That's
The
a
way
new
he
one.
was like, I
He's
want to
scared.
thank all the fans for the support and blah blah blah. I was like, all right,
So,
you never put out these statements before any season.
Soham, if you think Levy's got any input into that, it's all his PR people, mate. They've written it out for him. They've done their homework. He's just signed it off. I very, very
Definitely.
much doubt
Exactly,
there's
exactly.
anything.
Bob,
Yeah.
exactly. He signed it off. That's
Yeah.
more important. He's
That's it.
very well aware of what is going out. He's very well aware of what the message is going out. He wants that message to go out.
Yeah.
He wants to make it look like he is very thankful towards the fans for bearing with all this blah blah blah. In his mind, he is afraid that the fans will turn against him publicly.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. One
it's
statement,
gonna
one
happen.
statement
think
ain't gonna make a
I
difference.
think he's aware, but he's not scared yet. He's
Yeah.
aware.
I
he's
think
not-
there's a certain degree he will never be scared. Okay, come on. To a certain degree, he's aware, and to a certain degree, he knows what he needs to do. And what the PR people will tend to do is this. Just follow the steps, right? And like you said, for all we know, that he might have a very big ego, right? You know, like in Asia, we say he wants to save face.
Mm.
You see, he doesn't want the first match of the season in the home ground, right? 50%
Right.
or 60% of the fans shouting that word. Get out, you bald KANT. You gonna say?
Exactly.
Right?
It's
So
gonna happen. It's
Yeah,
gonna
you
happen.
definitely need some
Yeah.
English lessons.
yeah,
You
yeah,
even misspelled that.
yeah.
All I can
Right.
say is see you next Tuesday.
Yeah.
But there's also been the push, just to say it here, right? There's a push for a protest outside the stadium today too, right? So we do not know how that's developing into. And to me, is that if there is a big push in the stadium, that will really shock him. That's why he has to come up
Right.
with all these statements and all that now.
Right.
And haven't you noticed this whole season, this preseason and the transfer scenario, and of course our manager fiasco and saga, right? He has more or less given us what we want. We shouted for a director of football. He's given us Paratici. Okay. Of course, we wanted Conte as the manager, but we couldn't meet his ambitions. We didn't get him. But in the end, we got Nuno. But by the time we got Nuno, right, we were so beaten down. 70 over days without a manager. We were beaten down until the shit. Like Bob was saying, Bob, you were saying we might end up with Ryan Mason. Remember? Yeah, all the while. We were so beaten down, right? Anybody who came in at that time, we would have taken him.
We were happy to
Even Tony
accept
Pulis?
Fonseca. We were happy
Tony.
to accept
Yeah.
Fonseca. We were giving him a well.
Yeah.
We were
Zorro.
like,
Yeah.
we were doing streams on Fonseca and what he was
Yeah.
done and everything. That's how, and we're still picking up the indecisive mess that the owners put in place. The 70-odd day wait for a manager. We're still catching up. We're still playing catch up. So yeah, it's all down to. So if he thinks one fucking statement's going to stop the fans from booing him, mate, honestly, he's
Right.
got-
Ask him to wake up.
so-
He has to
something
wake
wrong
up,
with
right? Yeah. He
So,
has to wake up.
so
yeah.
can somebody run me through the basis of the statement? Is it just PR dribble?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
essentially
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Basically that.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm looking for the exact statement. Once I'll get that, I'll
Yeah.
read it out.
And
Basically
more or
says
less,
with all
he
the
thanked the
pandemic-
NHS, all the all
Yeah.
the public services people because of the COVID scenario. And,
He's
and
trying
blah,
to
blah,
tug
blah.
at the heartstring. He's trying to tug at the heartstrings as well, Shane. He said basically there'll be times there'll be a situation where you're sitting there in the stadium and you look over to a seat and the person who used to sit there isn't there anymore because we lost him to the pandemic. So he's trying to tug at the heartstrings and and saying
Yeah,
a lot of PR stuff. And some of the comments, fair enough. But it's if his motive behind that statement is for some Levy outers or Levy reformers to look at a
He's
statement
been
and
a
think, oh, you know
parasite
what,
again.
let's let them off. It's not going to work, mate. It's not
Yeah,
gonna
okay, yeah. I got the exact statement right here. So it says, and so our new season starts. I'm conscious for way too many of you, this return will be tinged by sadness as you remember those we have lost from the
Yeah,
Spurs
you're still
family.
here, Levy.
As you look at seats that members of your family or friends once occupied, miss seeing someone you never knew much about but who was always present in your area of the stadium, or maybe someone who normally would have been with you on the sofa or in the pub watching and shouting at the TV alongside you. Today we shall look to remember and to look forward. The pandemic brought us many challenges. However, it also brought a greater appreciation of what we may have taken for granted and a realization about just how resilient we can be when we work as a team and support each other. I want to thank each and every one of you for the part you have played and support you have given to our club. Everything we all do is about supporting the team that will take to the pitch today. There is so much excitement amongst the players about the atmosphere. Oh, yeah, sure. I believe that. That will be generated by you all today. Please join me in welcoming Fabio Nuno and his coaching staff. Welcome back, and that's it.
Oh my
Well,
God,
and
what
then
a
he
load of
says,
BS.
"P.S."
as
Then
Bobby
he says,
said,
"P.S.
that's just,
P.S. Don't boo me or call me names."
Exactly.
as,
Exactly.
Oh my
as Bobby
God.
said, that's just a pro forma that's been signed off by
Exactly.
Levy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a load of BS. I've never heard such dribble in my life.
True.
I've heard it all
True.
now. That doesn't take the heat. That makes me want to boo him even more.
Exactly.
He'd probably hear my boos from here down under.
Your
You
booze or your
know?
booze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just to read out Valbuff's
Vibov.
Valbuff University. Yeah. Here's a poem for Sonny. Right, we should call this man a postman because he delivered goals for fun. He stepped up and when called upon, the happy, smiley Hyun Min Son. Yeah,
Brilliant.
Hyun Min Son. Yeah.
Okay,
That's a nice
thanks.
poem. That's a nice poem.
That's pretty
Yeah,
good,
big
mate.
up, big
That's
up,
pretty
big up.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess we all saw and heard the training sessions.
Yeah, a bit of it.
Yep.
The Spurs.
Yep.
All you could hear was Sonny laughing and
Yeah.
joking
Yeah.
around, which was absolutely fantastic. Just shows the character of the young man. You know, well, he's not so young anymore, but you know, shows the character of him. It's absolutely brilliant.
I wasn't aware of this, Shane, but and I read these stats out on my stream last night. Eugene, you might have seen it, but
Yeah.
big chances created in 2021. Harry Kane 14, Sonny 14, assists. Harry Kane 14, and that's the first time he's hit double in his career. Sonny 10, and Sonny is the only player in the Premier League to score and assist double figures for 2 consecutive seasons.
Yep.
That's amazing. I mean, to me, he's more of our own at the moment than what Kane is, purely by his actions. Kane's obviously still a legend. I would never boo him. I still want him to stay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, Kane, you can understand. He's been here since the early ages, so you can see the attachment. You can understand the attachment.
14 years
Sonny's,
old.
That's it, yeah. And Sonny's come from abroad into a different country. If anything, his loyalty should be less. But right now, what he's showing on the pitch, what he's showing off the pitch, he for me is one of our own. And if there's a song that goes around today, it should be Sonny, you're one of our own. I really believe that.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, Bob, it's very funny, right? Somehow or another, Sonny is always underrated. You know, because of Kane is there, right? Kane's shadow is so wide and big, it covers Sonny. You see. So now let's see if, like I said, the problem with Spurs, I think these past few years that we reached a certain level where the dependence on Kane went past the sell-by date. we should have gotten somebody in maybe 3 years ago, right, to be a backup for Kane or play alongside Kane, and sometimes like to relieve his stress and the amount of games that he play through for how many seasons has been going through. And
Yeah.
what now is being showed by, I think, Nuno and Paratici is that they are trying to actually build a squad of players where they can use throughout the season instead of just depending on 3 players or 4 players, right, to play every game.
Right.
Which in the
Right.
end, by the time you reach end of the season, where it's the most crucial, right, while your cup finals are around, while you need to win this game no matter what, right, those 3 or 4 players will be burnt out. No matter how you say that they're 100%, right,
Yeah.
but they can't push beyond the 100% to give you that 10% more to bring the team forward. You see, so I guess the rebuild and the squad needs to be actually very thorough. At least 2 people in one position which can give you that kind of commitment. Okay, so they
100%.
can have a rotation. Yeah,
I think Hill was brought in to take some pressure off Sonny, but if Sonny's moved up top, like he will be today, I reckon it'll be Sonny up the top. I think we'll go 4-2-3-1. Sonny up top, more on one side, and I reckon Gill or Hill will get a starting berth, and
Wow.
you know, or he might even come on as a super sub. You never know.
Yeah, I think there's been shots out.
You
I
know.
think in terms of the starting lineup, we'll pretty much have the same team that played against Arsenal in the last friendly. The only thing that might change is, and I hate to say this, maybe Doherty will come in for Tanganga. I hope not, but that's probably like the only change that I can see. Otherwise, it'll be the same team. Romero and Hill will be on the bench. Who's our third signing? Golini. Golini is of course going to be on the bench.
Yeah.
Kane, I'm not sure if he'll even be on the bench. I'm not sure.
No, I think the word is he's not in the squad today. He's not in the team today.
okay, he's not even on
He's
the
not
name
in the
list,
sub.
right?
Yeah, that's the word. That's the word. But it looks
The-
like
the-
he's
the
not
inter-
even going to be on.
yeah.
there.
Go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah, Joe.
Okay, sorry, I didn't know that the. Okay, right, okay, I'm gonna have to turn that off. I was gonna try and read you out the Tottenham predicted lineup from the Independent, but they've got this booming tune coming out on a
Yeah.
video that's playing at the same time. So I'm not sure if I would have been able to compete. I'll find another source that doesn't have that on it.
I don't know what you guys. I don't know
but-
what you guys think about Sonny, but if you look at, I don't know, performances and stats over the last three or 4 years in comparison to a Grealish, yeah, it's a bit unfair because he's not been in the league that long. But yeah, we'll look at that. We'll compare that. Grealish has gone for 100 mil. Sonny is worth more than Grealish.
Yep.
So if Sonny's worth 130 in my eyes, and thank God he's not been spoken about within the transfer world, but if Sonny's worth 130, with all due respect, Kane's worth 160 minimum. 160 minimum.
Exactly.
So, Sonny pisses all over Grealish in my eyes, especially when it comes
Yeah.
to Premier League experience and Premier League stats. So, I don't understand. And Man City, I don't know if any of you guys saw my rant from yesterday. Man City right now, I hate Man City more than what I hate Arsenal right now. Maybe it's the fact that Arsenal, I don't see Arsenal as a challenge, as a threat. But Man City, the delusional fans, the fact that Pep's seen as one of the best coaches in the world, no, is overrated and is overhyped. The manager of Manchester City are the owners. They're the ones who go out and manage to buy world-class players, and they give the expensive toys to Pep, who puts the team out. He had one season when he couldn't buy anyone, and they were shit. They were shit. They finished mid-season. Oh, but you could see a way they were going to play. Fine, you find a way you can play. Hello, can I have 5 world-class players? They spent 100 million on a back four. With all due respect, Pep is so overrated. Man City fans are so delusional because they sit there and they think they've got the divine right to come into Tottenham Hotspur and say, you know what, we'll do you a favour. We'll take Harry Kane off you because you know what, next season's not going to be worth that much. So we'll come in and we'll go, we'll take Kane. With all, you were shit. till the money came in, you were shit. And the fact that fans are sitting there saying, "Oh no, we got a divine right to be here because Pep." No. Pep wouldn't even look at you if he didn't have any money. Certain players wouldn't even look at you if you didn't have any money, because the fact is you were a shit club. And don't deny the fact that you're here because of money. I could sit here and say big up to Man City because you spent the money right. But don't sit there and insult my fucking intelligence by saying, "Oh, we were a big club anyway." No.
Yeah,
you were shit, and you'd be nowhere. You'd be nowhere if you didn't have any money. Own it. Own it.
Yeah. Just hold on, Bobby. Just hold on. Shane, just hold on. Let me bring on one more guest.
Come on.
Yes.
Hey.
Hi, Daniel.
Come on.
Hi, Daniel.
Are you awake now after your pre-match broadcast? No, because you did your pre-match stats and whatnot, and you seemed a little bit like distracted. You was like 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay. Hold on. There's one more guest hopping
I
on.
got my
Please be a
cereal,
Man
that's
City
fine.
fan. Please be a Man City
Which
fan.
one?
I know. Sorry, he disappeared too. So when he comes back, I'll let you know who he is.
Oh,
I know.
Eugene, I just saw it on the bottom. Congratulations for 100 subs.
Yes.
Oh,
We reached 100
congratulations.
subs, Yeah, we reached 100
Wow,
subs.
I didn't notice that.
Thank everybody here. Thanks everybody around in the Spurs family that supports every Spurs channel that we create. And of course, thanks for Bobby for my green screen behind. And all the designs that he's giving to us, free of charge,
So good.
Right.
Yeah,
But
I'm going to have to rethink that.
Yeah, you have to rethink that one later. Well, okay, but Bobby, what you said was very correct. Because all this it all started from the show from the Cheese Room, where when the caller brought on two MCT guest panelists to talk about the game. In the end, they didn't talk about the game. The whole show turned out about arguing about the spending of the MCT money, right? And where did the money come from? And they didn't answer it, So it was very diluted. And big up to Shan, Shan stood up to them. Big up Shan. Shan, stood up to them and keep calling them out, right? But it is what it is. But okay, now this guest is back this time. Hold on.
Yes,
Hey.
Tommy.
Why have you got a red shirt?
What's with the red shirt, man?
It's Cavaliers, man. Oh, it's bad. That's cursed, isn't it?
It looks too much. It looks too much like a
Oh.
old Man U top.
I didn't think about that.
Oh
It's coming off.
God.
It's coming off after this. It's coming off after
And
this.
the room is red too, Tommy.
That's
Yeah. No, do you know what? That side isn't. I've been doing decorating. That side isn't.
Ah.
I've just been painting it. It's white.
Oh no, that's right.
I'm
I
on
remember
Spurs.
that it wasn't red the last time you were on, right?
It was.
background,
No.
the room-
I do half my streaming at my girlfriend's, half my streaming here. So yeah.
Ah,
It's a little
okay,
bit.
all right.
It's a little
Your girlfriend must have a weak Wi-Fi signal because you're often choppy when you come from one of the
shit
locations.
over
It's
there,
true.
man.
It's
Shit over
absolutely true. It's absolutely true. What I want to say, what I want to start with is, unhappy Indian Independence Day for those here and those at home.
Yeah.
If you're a cricket fan, because it's the final day of the fifth of the
Don't talk
second
about
test.
it. Don't mention it.
England are playing India. We're about to win. I think we're about to win. So unhappy Independence Day for that. If you're a Spurs fan, happy Independence Day. I hope we do you well. We're not going to lose. We're not going to lose today. I'm confident. I'm optimistic. We're not going to lose. I think we might nick it 2-1. We're going to nick this 2-1. We're going to nick this 2-1, I'm sure. Son with a brace. I heard you talk about Son
Same prediction. Same prediction.
2-1. I've been optimistic, saying 2-0, and I reckon Son and Gio.
Oh, like last time.
I think, nice to see you,
Yeah.
Shane. I think Gio's going to have a massive season. I really do. I think he's going to have a big season. Hello, everyone else. I
You
just had a
know-
little rant about Independence Day, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
you know the crap.
you know who I think is going to be the man of the match today? Oh, sorry. That's the alarm.
Oh, what do you do, you kid?
I thought there's another new guest coming.
Someone break into your house, you kid. Are you home alone? Answer us, Daniel. Where do you go? Okay, back to Tommy. Tommy, you were
He
saying
might
about.
be bringing his dad on.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, he's
Man City
back.
fan,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he got a new shirt.
Oh
His
yeah.
dad's a Man City. His dad's a Man City fan. Yeah, dad's.
Really? That's
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
I
mad,
thought
that's
you
mad.
were. I thought you
Yeah.
were bringing your dad on.
You're
Go
a
get your
bit
dad
dumb.
for a
You're a
chat.
You need to get him on. Tell him we're going to give him a wake up call.
He
Dan,
went
why
out
don't
for
you
a-
share the link with your dad and then he can hop on.
he went out for a run.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I think the
well,
last time
you'll
he
be
done
running
that-
later,
I mean,
mate.
if
You'll
his
be
dad
running
comes
later.
on, I'll have to just mute my mic at that point.
I told him make sure not to check under your bed tonight because Sonny's going to be there.
Oh dear.
There's a monster in the
All right.
closet.
3-1,
No, it's just Sonny.
Yeah.
Just,
But,
I know we've got Kirsten the chat. She'll
The
be doing a
chats, yeah.
first stream tonight,
Yeah.
10 o'clock UK time.
yeah.
She's nervous. She's admittedly she's shitting herself, but there will be. I'm giving her a hand with the show tonight, and she's got a couple of guests on as well, and yeah, looking forward to it. First stream, so go over, subscribe, and give her the support she deserves, and she'll be absolutely fine. It's all her. She's a natural, so yeah, 10 o'clock UK time. Spurs Man. She'll be reviewing the Spurs win, hopefully.
Put the link in the private chat.
Yeah.
We'll
And
get
Kurs, if you're
smash it.
free, Kurs, if you're free to hop on, let me know. I'll just send you the link directly to your DM. All right, if you're free to hop on, Kurs. All right, big up.
Yeah, she'll smash it. I mean, she's been on lots of Bob shows. She's been on lots of
Yeah.
other people's shows.
Yeah.
That's what happens, isn't it? I've seen amongst the Spurs community, you get on a lot of channels and you transition to your own channel. So yeah, she'll be absolutely fine. She's got Big Bob there,
There's no
and a few
problem
other
there,
guests. So make sure you get on there 10 p.m. tonight. It'll be a cracker.
And
But how long are we going
please
for?
don't say it, Tom. Don't say it, Jamie. Please don't say it. I know you want to say something.
I didn't.
Okay, I know you want to say something, but don't say it. All right. And okay, guys, back to the football. All right.
So
Jay,
can I
or-
check?
The worst thing is I'm the church boy and I'm the one coming out with all the double entendres.
Yes, that's why I say don't say it. Okay, as Jamie was saying, right? There's a Spurs predicted lineup by the Independent.
No, the Independent has the house music on it, so I had to go to the Evening Standard.
No, so the Evening Standard has predicted a 4-2-3-1. Loris, Tanganga, Sanchez, Dyer, Regulon, Celso, Højbjerg, Lucas, Deli, Bergwijn, Son. Okay,
No
that is what they.
That's
Where's that attack again? What's that attack? What's the front three in the number
The
10?
front three will be
One and Delhi. That's predicted, not.
predicted.
Yeah,
It's not
cool.
confirmed. Yet, predicted. Yeah.
So they've gone for
I can't
Lasalso
remember
instead
now.
of Skip. They've gone for Lasalso instead of Skip then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
It looks
the Independent, whenever I go on that page, it has some kind of house music on. So if I go to check it, it'll come out on the
Yeah, yeah.
broadcast.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan of house, no?
No,
No,
I
yeah.
am. There's a time and a place, and when I'm trying to talk on a broadcast, it's not the time and place for the banging tune to come out.
Okay, guys. Okay, let's take this. The Evening Standard prediction. What do you think? There's no Skip.
I think Skip will start. I think we'll need two holding midfielders against Man
Yeah.
City. I think Skip will start.
Because the back four is more or less the same back four that we used against Arsenal,
Yeah.
right? If I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yeah. Unfortunately, that was Arsenal, and this is Man City, and we still have Davinson Sanchez and Eric Dyer.
And don't forget,
I think-
and don't forget, Arsenal lost to Brentford, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not forgetting that.
Arsenal lost to
You
Hibernian.
can see down there.
Arsenal
I'm
lost
not
to
forgetting.
Hibernian at the start of pre-season. They lost to Hibernian.
Bobby has got his. Bobby has got his
I
score.
won't let
written
anyone.
down
I won't let anyone forget it.
I want Romero to come on as well, at least at halftime.
It's weird. It's centre back though, isn't it? It's weird putting a centre back on. It's very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when would you vote?
I think we'll need it.
Very dire.
We have to
I
defend the
think-
lead.
Once we're 3-0 up, then put Romero on. But I don't think if we're losing 1-0 or still 0-0, I wouldn't change centre back. No chance. No.
I,
It's,
I still don't know
if
how
we need to
good his
we need to
English.
solidify. If we need to solidify, go into a back three. But
Yeah.
I wouldn't bring him on just for the sake of giving him a few minutes against Man City if
Yeah.
we're doing well. I'd like to
Yeah.
see Hill. I'd like to see Hill. I think Shane
Yeah,
mentioned
so do I. Yeah.
earlier he's excited about seeing Hill and how he's coming into to come and play for Son. But Shane, that'll be good, wouldn't it, mate? To see Hill a bit today.
I reckon it'd be good as a super sub. Super sub.
Okay,
Go ahead,
sorry,
Shane.
no, carry on, Shane. I can wait.
Yeah, no, I reckon he'll come on as a super sub, even if it's just for 10 minutes, just to get him running onto that hallowed turf. You know, I think Romero might even come on for the last 10 minutes, just to give him playing time. I don't know how good Romero's English is. I hope he, you know, we do have a few Spanish-speaking players in the squad, Gio and, well, I was going to say Lamella then for a minute, but Lamella's gone. Reggie,
Galini.
Galini, can Galini speak Spanish? Or I thought it was just Italian and English.
Dyer can speak
Galini?
Portuguese. And there's a link there, isn't there? It's
Yeah,
sort of similar. It's sort of similar, isn't it?
Oh, Newcastle have just scored 4 minutes in.
Yeah,
and some maximum.
That's what I was, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Callum Wilson, 5 minutes.
But,
I'm watching it in the background.
Maximum has twisted the West Ham
Said
left back
Maximum.
about.
He's
4
going
times.
now. I'm watching it now. He is a baller. That boy is
He's
absolute
twisted
baller.
the guy up inside.
I have him on my
mate.
fantasy team.
Oh, do you?
Said Maximum. Okay, that's good.
From Maximum, brilliant, mate. He's mate, he's absolutely fantastic. The way he twisted that defender out
I'll
3-4
tell you what,
times.
I'll tell you what, Newcastle on the back end of last season, when they had Callum Wilson fit, Maximin fit, and Willock was scoring his goals from January, they've signed him permanently now, haven't they? They were, honestly, they were a European team. They could have fought for that European position if they had that at the start of the season. If they keep Maximin fit and Callum Wilson fit, he's always had his injury problems, Callum Wilson. Yeah. If they keep them fit, they're big time Newcastle. They're
it's
big
the defense, isn't it? It's the defense that's always suspect.
Similar to us, yeah, very similar to us. But that attacking front three, they'll do some damage. Maximin is incredible.
Speaking of Maximin, that's a player I would really love at Spurs.
If we lost Son on the left wing, Maximin would be fantastic. But
doesn't Maximin play on the right?
His stats are shit, though. Yeah. He can play either way, but his stats are so shit.
His stats are shit in terms of his creativity, but the thing is that with how much he carries the ball and how good he's at dribbling, he drags a lot of defenders towards himself, which creates a lot of space on the other side of the pitch.
Similar to what Moussa Dembele done for us. And
even someone like Adama Traore does for Wolves. He does a similar thing as well with his pace and his ball carrying. He drags a lot of defenders towards himself, creates space on the other side, they attack to the other side. Yeah, so
I can see it going the other way with Newcastle as well. If they do get hit by a run of injuries, they're going to be in all sorts of hurt. They're going to be languishing down the bottom end of the table. You know, that it could go one or two ways. They could go up or they could go down. And you know, it only takes.
They were mid-table, weren't they, Shane? They were mid-table, weren't they?
But, look, regarding the City game, whatever lineup we put out, I want to see passion on the field and fans.
You're too young for that.
Yeah, and the fans are back. The fans are back. And I don't know if you guys have realized, I was actually at the 2 City games that we played at home, except for obviously the one that there was no crowd. Champions League match, 1-0. The fans were absolutely buzzing in that game. Yeah. Also, the one where Steven Bergwijn scored too. Well, Steven Bergwijn scored his debut goal. The fans were buzzing on that one too. You know, we gotta win it. We win a throw-in, the fans gotta be cheering. We win a tackle, the fans gotta be cheering. Even if we do a good throw-in, the fans have to be cheering.
You want to see passion? If you want to see passion, you should see Dan celebrate a Spurs goal. Honestly, get a video, Steam Spurs, mate. It's like you don't want to be anywhere near him. He'll rip your shirt off. He'll take everything that's on you. He'll rip you. I mean, I was near him when he celebrated a goal, and I had hair. He ripped all my hair off. That's he is one dangerous mofo when he celebrates
To
a
be
goal.
fair, at 13, I was the same. The amount of TVs I've punched, the amount of TVs I've punched, and PlayStations I've broke because I threw out the window because we weren't so good 10, 15 years ago, were we? It was the battle for the top 10 for us. It wasn't top 4 or top 6. It's the battle for the top 10.
We'll have to call him the Tasmanian Daniel.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one, man.
He goes crazy, man.
In this game, especially
Crazy
the situation that I have in my house, that my father supports City, it's just like I wait for this day the whole year. I mark it on my calendar. For me, it's more like a North London derby. Look,
I would say go down to your convenience store, get a blue raspberry supersized slushy, hide it until we win, and then pour it over your dad's back. just like a Gatorade bucket.
Maximum is ripping it up today. He looks so
that assist is like a ninja. That assist is like a ninja.
He's just taken on another 3 or 4 players.
And here he goes again.
Killing it, yeah. From the left, he's playing down the left today. So I saw him, and he's looking all right.
That is his natural position. That is definitely
Is Willock playing?
Yeah, Willock's playing. Willock's playing.
I think Willock was the key for Newcastle last season when he joined them on loan from Arsenal. Right, he practically changed that whole team.
Yeah, Shelby managed to sit back. Shelby managed to sit back and spray. Because one thing about Shelby, he can find a pass. So it wasn't the onus wasn't on him to attack as much, and he did. You saw the range of Shelby's passing become more prominent towards the end of the season as well. But Willock's 6-year contract, 25 million. All this, the 6-year contract seems to be a heavy topic.
No, but the question is, I don't understand. How could Arsenal let Willock go with the performance he put in Newcastle? Right?
Trust the process, mate.
The thing is, they've got so many youth players. They've got so many youth players. Arsenal. I don't think they want 5 or 6 youth players at the same time. So they look at the squad and they're like, okay, who can we lose? Who can we potentially lose? They're not going to sell Emil Smith Rowe.
Like last season, incredible. After January transfer window, the 2 outstanding players that came on after they changed clubs was Lingard and Willock. These 2 guys, right? And somehow or another, like Bob Spurs says, right? Trust the process. Arteta will do the right thing.
Give him a 10-year contract. Give him a 10-year contract.
Yeah, that's it, Bob. I've been saying it for ages. Just keep him there. Just keep him at Arsenal. The longer they stay at Arsenal, the more chance the process. In 2 years' time, it's going to be a relegation battle. I'm telling you now, they're going to be in a relegation battle. It might be this season. We just don't know.
You saw the last season, Roy Keane's famous interview. I think they've just got enough to stay up.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
they're gonna have 0 points. Potentially have 0 points after 3 Premier League games this season.
Yeah,
they're gonna have 0 points potentially.
They are because they're playing.
They walk the bottom, and they're the only team in history to go from top of the league to the bottom of the league after in one game. They literally are the first ever team to do that.
Talking about Willock and Arsenal selling him. He scored. I was doing stats the other day. He scored 1 goal in 36 games for Arsenal. So he never done it at Arsenal. He never really done it. And he scored 8 goals from January. Yeah. He's similar to Dele Alli. On form, Dele Alli, the late runs into the box. He doesn't touch the ball too often. He's not going to be someone that's in the game. But the late runs into the box, he finishes. He's got that Dele Alli about him, and Dele Alli first showed up for us.
Speaking of Dele Alli, what kind of a role do you think he'll play today?
Is he definitely playing? Do you reckon he's definitely playing?
I think
ham and cheese.
Oh,
he'll play ham and cheese, maybe with a bit of chutney.
I've just heard my father running because he's running outside. I could see him running outside. He has this big speaker and he's blasting Blue Moon.
Yeah.
Okay, take your microphone to the window and shout to him, "Come on, you Spurs!"
I'm gonna call him to turn that crap off. It's not even that late. It's not even that late over here. He's waking up the peoples.
Let me tell him.
Get him on the camera. Get him on the camera. We'll be nice.
You're muted, Dan.
Yeah. I'll mute my mic. I'll mute my mic.
Because he's outside running.
Oh,
Okay.
He's outside
Yeah.
running, but with the speaker blasting Blue Moon. And I'm saying because it's still like 10 in the morning. No, not even 9 in the morning.
Dad.
There's people sleeping.
He's a police officer. He's a police officer. He'll probably give him a ticket.
Is
Like,
he
I'm gonna
born and
call-
bred? Is he born and bred in America?
No,
All right, okay. Where's he from then?
Cuba.
Cuba, right? Okay.
No,
Just wonder where the
He-
Man City link came in.
He's from a part of Cuba that is like soccer's a religion.
Right. Okay.
That's how I got.
Yeah,
into it.
massive in South America, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, so you're
What
more
was that?
South
What
American.
was that?
You're more South
What did you
American
say?
than North American. He's got a Cuban dad. He's Brazilian by marriage.
I can definitely.
Maybe-
I knew you were South American. I knew from Dan's accent. There was definitely South American there. It was all South American. But yeah, man, unique. It's the international fans. We've got them everywhere, man. We've got them everywhere. It's brilliant. It's so good
He's
to see.
no, maybe we can just have his new theme tune, Dan. Your new theme tune needs to be "Going to Miami"
What?
or
Here he is.
Cuba.
Why is he a Man City fan? Is it the Sheiks? Was it the Sheiks? I'm guessing it sort of was.
Yeah.
Mate,
I
there's
don't
so
know.
many.
No,
so many
he's
Man
on the
City fans that
he's
came
on the
over
phone.
from
He's got his
2000.
He's got his mic off, so Dan is distracted.
Yeah, I don't think he's hearing what you're saying. Yeah,
No.
maybe he's calling his father. Yeah,
Yes,
cut off the Blue Moon. Yeah, now he's back on.
Get the Son song on. Son's gonna score today. Son's gonna score.
Yeah.
Rhythm is a
Thanks, Gio.
Son's the answer.
Oh, I
He can
love
score
the
from anywhere.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
the
Unique
Geo
song.
song. I love the Geo song.
Go on.
It's so catchy. The one that's like the Geo song. The one that's like there's something that the kids want you to know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
in the
yeah.
world is Geo the South
Yes,
song.
yes. I know he started.
Yeah, the world is Geo every time.
That's it,
I love
yeah,
that
man.
whole song. Oh, today I'm passionate, man. Today I'm passionate. I woke up in the right side of bed today.
Yeah. Have we got
Okay,
a Nuno
well, you
song
need-
yet?
Who?
A
The
Nuno,
Nuno
song.
song.
I think it's just Nuno Santos.
Nuno,
Let me,
Party.
no,
I'll
you're
try
the
and think of
one.
one. Let me try and think of one, man. Let me try and think of one. That's
Yeah.
the.
I was
He'll
thinking
be running
Maybe
down
we
the
should use this poem.
touchline.
Yeah, use this
Oh,
poem
hey,
for create a
here's
Sony
one.
song.
Tommy, what about Nuno? Nuno.
It's pretty easy
How
to
about
remember. Yeah, easy to
how
remember.
about,
Go with
There's
that.
no
how about
limits.
he's magic, Nuno,
Nuno, yeah. there was
better
that
than
one.
Pochettino.
See, yeah.
No,
better
no,
than
no,
Pochettino.
no. Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah, I think Nuno. Yeah, rather
No,
than
they need to have a club version of some Gregorian chant because his name sounds like a Catholic priest. So Nuno Spirito Santo.
In the song you can have
It's a
Nuno.
Eugene exclusive. It's a Eugene exclusive. He can hold the rights. Whatever we come up with, he can hold
That's
the
it.
rights.
No,
I've just
no,
seen-
we're the Spurs family, right? We share everything. Okay.
I just
Like,
seen
I know,
that you
I
hit
know,
100 subs. I just seen that you hit 100 subs.
Yeah,
Eugene.
man.
You're on-
Yeah,
you
we
hit
did
100
100
subs.
sub. Yeah.
100
Yeah,
subs.
Big up.
West Ham
big up.
1-1.
There you go.
West Ham 1-1.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bowen,
Okay.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Got one for Nuno. It's me,
No, it's offside.
Mario.
It's offside.
He's-
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I think it's, yeah.
Nuno Espirito Santos, NES.
He shouldn't have
NES.
touched. He should have touched it.
Nintendo.
Would have gone
Honestly though, when was the last time West Ham actually won at St James's Park? I do not remember them winning there in a long time. Every time they go there, they lose.
I think everyone
Really?
wins at St James's Park sometime, don't they? But
I think he's
Yeah,
Yeah,
off.
I think it's been an awfully long time that they've actually won at St
probably,
James's
yeah,
Park.
yeah.
He's off. He's off.
Is he off?
But-
Yeah, he's off. Yeah. he's off.
There's got to be a
Would
delay
it, have
because
gone, would it have gone in anyway? No, I don't think it would have, would it?
He wouldn't have gone in.
Yeah, I will check it.
I've just got it come through now, so there must be a delay on my end.
Yeah.
We must be 2 or 3 minutes behind.
Shane, are you a big
I'm
cricket fan? Shane, you're a
17:35.
big cricket fan. I know you're from the, you know you're from Australia.
Yeah,
You
he
a big
shouldn't have
cricket
touched
fan?
it.
I played cricket for my home city
Oh,
in
wicked.
the state championships. I played hockey for outdoor hockey for
Field hockey.
my field
Oh, it's given
hockey.
it.
Giving it,
It's
yeah.
on. It's on.
That was
the ball
offside.
Ball,
It's not
ball was
off-
level.
Look, if Souček didn't even touch it, if Souček got the flick, it's still offside. But even if he didn't get a flick, he's messing about in front of goal, isn't he? And he's offside. He's got to be offside.
I don't know how they
Can't
find
believe
that
Goal
out.
stands.
Yeah.
Can't believe that. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah,
Shane, I'm
no,
jealous, man.
Sorry, Shane.
I'm yeah, no, I've got it on the TV behind me. So, but I used to swim, play indoor and outdoor hockey. I played indoor and outdoor cricket, and I used to swim 5 kilometers every 2 days.
Jesus Christ.
You've got
So I
Jesus,
you're more
used to
active
be
than an
super
umbrella.
fit.
I'll live in
But-
Australia
More
just to
active
watch
than
the
an
cricket.
umbrella.
I'll live in Australia just because of the passion
Oh.
that Aussies have for the cricket.
The
I
Ashes.
love
The
my cricket.
Ashes.
Ashes,
Oh,
can
mate.
bring it on.
This
Bring
winter,
on the
it's going to be
Ashes.
mad. This winter's going to be
It's
mad.
gonna be
Can't wait.
crazy.
Can't wait.
It's
But-
a bit of catching up to do as well.
If you check the comments, Bob, Vibav thinks you look like Nuno.
Yeah, I
Is
get
it
that a
ju-
lot, mate. Nuno's gone after my look, with the beard
No,
and everything. So
How about we
I
put
thought
that
Mi-
in the chat? Well, how about we put
No.
that in the chat? Nuno, he looks like Bob Spur.
I thought you looked like Mr. K.
He
you can
does,
piss
bro.
off, mate. You can piss off.
Mr. K's shades the other day on my stream, which is brilliant. Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
shades at-
fight.
Shades at 8 o'clock in the evening. Didn't go down well.
Oh,
that
mate,
one sends
that's
out a
the-
very good message.
Yeah.
It was round
Yeah.
2 between Bob and Mr. K. That's what it was. Yeah, he needed shades to protect himself.
He's
But-
deluded, mate. It's fine. He's deluded. It's fine.
Yeah.
He-
No,
he-
we
no,
all
he-
are
he-
deluded.
He's got Bob. He's got Bob's do and Khalid's beard. So it's, the love child of Bob and Khalid. You get Nuno Espirito Santo.
Yeah.
So, do you think we'll sell Ndombele this season? It doesn't seem like he wants to be there. So, are we gonna ship him out this summer?
Think it's a financial contractual problem.
Yeah.
Before we can
Who's gonna
think about
pay
getting
his?
shot.
No, his wages is like 200K a week, right?
Crazy.
So, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's very, very.
I
Crazy.
think we can loan him. I think loan is the only option, really. Even if a team pays half of his wages, gives us a initial fee of £5 million, optional 30, 40. I think that's the only way it's going to happen. But I'd like to get him off the books.
Loan him back to League One, not to the Premiership.
No,
Have you
if
guys-
I were
have you
loaning,
guys
I'll
heard-
loan him to Leeds
Have you guys heard that?
and let Bielsa handle him.
PSG are interested in
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
right. Yeah.
In who?
Sorry,
PSG
Last
is
night when I was on Will's show, they said that PSG had been linked in interest with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Not
Oh, yeah,
Ronaldo.
yeah.
Top-
Yeah.
Trying to
Let's
trying to
make
bring
it
in
most-
Galacticos.
the end of the season, they're going to get Pogba and Ronaldo on a free. They're both free agents.
Yeah.
no.
There
This
you go.
Pogba's last year on his
What's
contract.
the point?
Yeah.
What's the
Pogba's
But I
point?
free.
think, I think
What's
they
the
said
point?
that they're going to sell Mbappe.
They're going to start negotiations with them in Jan. With both
I
of
think
They
them.
might
said
as well
that
just
they're
have a
gonna sell
separate league. In Ligue 1, they might as well just have a separate league and just have Paris
And you
Saint-Germain.
know what? And I love Poch, but it's an empty win. They should be winning every single game in
It
that
is.
league
I agree.
with that team.
Yeah.
It's an empty win. That's why I say, and I relate that to Pep as well. Overrated.
You know what? You know what?
Oh,
If there's any manager who deserves an empty win, it's Poch.
yeah,
After all that he went through with
Yeah.
Levy at Tottenham, let him have his empty win. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
This guy
yeah.
took us to a Champions League final, and how was he how was he rewarded for that? With a year and a half of no transfers. Let him have his free Messis. Let him have his free Ronaldos. I don't care. Let him just.
I
win.
think that was
Yeah.
before. I think that was before the Champions League final. We had the
That was
free
before
window.
yeah. You're
But
right.
still,
You're right.
But still,
You're
if
right.
you're a manager and
We
you're
didn't kick
successful as he was, because we were like 8th, 9th, maybe even 7th, maybe even 7th when he took over.
But-
If you
but
have that
officially the second-
transition,
Yeah.
If you have that transition,
true.
you deserve
Yeah.
signings. And
Yeah.
it was shortly after
Yeah.
that we went, as you said, Soham, 3 windows without single
Yeah.
signing. Incredible,
Exactly.
absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, let him have his free win. I don't care.
But
Pep-
yeah,
Pep-
Pep's
saying,
still
right?
shit though.
There's one good
Yeah.
thing to them signing all these players that they will have to release players as well. They cannot keep all these players on their bench.
Yeah.
And when they sell, they are not going to sell for they're not going to sell for a lot of money. They're going to sell for relatively cheap. There might be some deals towards doing there. Someone like Leandro Paredes. Is it Leandro Paredes or what's his full name? Paredes.
Yeah.
What's his full name?
Leandro.
Leandro, right?
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
I would not mind someone like him in the Spurs midfield.
I'd take
He
Icardi
can-
any day.
Like
of the
what
week.
Bob says, right? Like what Bobby says.
yeah.
Pep, if you're watching the stream now, hop on.
Yeah.
I'll send you the
Hop
link.
on,
Yeah.
hop on, Pep. You're
Hop on,
shit.
Pep. I'll send you the link.
Overrated, overhyped, mate. Pep.
I know you
Come
see
on.
that the Amazon documentary from Manchester City, and you could just tell the oil. Like it's just not a football club. You don't feel the passion. When you eat breakfast, you know that like it haunts him that he knows that he can't ever win a trophy with a club that's actually a decent club. He has to only win trophies with clubs. Like that's why I honestly, still to this day, I think Jose Mourinho is better than Pep. He won the Champions League with Porto.
he was better than
Yeah.
Pep. He's not better anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
I agree.
yeah,
with
no,
that. I agree with
not anymore. But
that.
Pep,
But
who has he won the Champions League with? Who is actually a decent club, not a high level club, but a decent club. Like he can't even win the league with Manchester City, and they're buying players, 5 players every transfer window.
I mean, surprise, they're going to win some titles with a team that has spent a billion quid on.
Yeah, true.
Surprise.
I think the way of putting this is that if you put Poch in Man City, Poch will still win the titles at Man City. If you put Pep in
100%.
Spurs, Pep would not take this team to the Champions League.
Soham, with all due respect, you could be the manager of Man City and win the title with the amount of money
Yeah,
they
fair
spent.
enough.
So,
Because I'll just let the
yeah,
players do the managing.
There you go, mate. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, they
That's
nearly
true.
won the quadruple under. Was it Pellegrino? They nearly won the quadruple.
Yeah.
Pellegrini, yeah.
Pellegrini,
yeah.
Pellegrini, yeah.
They lost in the
Pellegrini.
semi-final that season, right? In the Champions League.
Yeah. All the talk was quadruple, and he went to West Ham after and failed at West Ham. So yeah, well, he failed to the extent that they didn't renew his contract. So he was never a great manager. So
No, I think he was a really good manager, to be honest, because if you look at not just his Man City run, but what he did before Man City, the Villarreal run that he had, I think that was like the peak that Pellegrini had as a manager. Because Villarreal, they operated on relative shoestrings when you compare to City, and he still took them to a Champions League semi-final, and he took them to a Champions League quarter-final, which should have been a semi-final, because I remember how they lost to Dortmund. That last goal should not have stood for Dortmund. I still remember that. So
But
they could have gone even higher. Yeah.
Villarreal have always been successful in La Liga. I think they're the most not getting into Champions League, but I think they've made the most European Europa League appearances than any other club that have been in Europa League.
Isn't
So
that
they're always
Sevilla?
there.
Isn't that Sevilla?
No, in terms of being part of the competition, not winning.
Oh, okay.
Getting to the late stage, being part of the competition and how many games played. Villarreal are top, I think. So they're always there or thereabouts. 6th, 5th, they're always there or thereabouts. But yeah, he did do an incredible job. But still, as Bob says, I think you can be a mediocre manager and still do well at City. I think you can be a mediocre manager and still do well at City.
Okay, never mind. I just looked at the stats, and the club that has the most number of appearances in the Europa League is not them.
Is it not?
It's not. I'm looking for them. I can't even find them.
There was a statistic, something to do with Villarreal and the Europa League. They were top of something. It was something to do with appearances.
The club that's top right now is Sporting de Portugal. So basically Sporting Lisbon.
So when they were in the final, all these stats come out and they were top. Something to do with appearances. They were top in terms of something to do with appearances anyway. May not have been that.
No, but okay, for this transfer window, to tell the truth, right? With all or most of the top leagues in Europe now having all their financial problems, okay, how would you say, we should be going out to get the players in if we do have the cash. That is what we should be doing.
I agree.
Right? Yeah. But somehow or another, every time we want to go after a single player or so, we tend to get the price always goes up 10-20 million euros for every player that we're linked to. So in the end of the day, any English Premier League team going for any player outside of the Premier League, okay, will have this problem, because I think most of the leagues around Europe at the moment know that the only team that has the money to do anything right is actually the EPL. So if the EPL comes in with a bid for any player, they will up it 10-20 million euros because they expect us to pay it. That's why, you see. That's what happened to Lukaku.
Yeah, maybe they're speculating also on the idea that Kane. No, they're also waiting on the Kane money too. If that's the direction things are going in.
True.
And then there's the Daniel Levy tax as well. Everyone knows that Levy is going to cut that asking price down to half. So why not start with a bit more, a bit higher?
I was
starting
going to
price
say
for
that. Well, I was going to say the Levy tax.
Yeah, Daniel.
I'm gonna go, but I'm probably gonna be back. After
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
what cereal?
See you.
Not Cookie Crisp.
Yes, Cookie Crisp. No.
Oh, come on, be
Charm.
adventurous.
Lucky
Lucky
Charm
Charm.
chocolate.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
you guys don't know what
Ja-
we're talking about, we have like
Jamie and
Well-
Daniel has got this cereal thing going on.
Jamie, I had an
Yeah.
idea for a video for like a tier list for cereals.
Yeah, you can do it with Jamie, right?
Okay.
On one of your
okay.
streams.
Well,
live.
maybe
Lucky
what you
Charms
can
are
do.
fine now.
What,
What?
I was just gonna say, Lucky Charms are fine now. You've got, you're 13, you've got a
That's
good metabolism. In 20 years' time, in your 30s, forget about it. You'll be 30 stone.
well,
mate.
I'm nearly, I'm,
Lucky Charms,
ne-
you're
I'm
30
nearly
stone.
50, so go figure. Just bring the box of chocolate Lucky Charms and show it to the camera. That'll be enough for me.
Yeah, you can hear me. But
I'm looking at an expected lineup for Man City. Apparently, the guy who's going to partner Ruben Diaz is going to be Nathan Ake. We might have something on there. We probably have something. And even Benjamin Mendy. And even Mendy is not that good. Yeah, we definitely have our chance this game.
Yeah, chances. And Bob, you got to go soon. So
Yes, mate.
have a last
Yeah.
word and let us know what's
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
programs coming up. With
Yeah,
your,
cheers,
channel.
mate.
Yeah.
3-1. I reckon we win today. I'm
Ho,
pretty
ho, ho, ho.
confident. Yeah, I'm confident, mate. I think Sonny, Lucas,
That's
and
the
Vega.
most confident result I've heard from any pundit.
Yeah, 3-1. I think we'll concede because we've still going to have Dyer and Sanchez in there. I think our high press game has always agitated and caused Man City a lot of problems. Even that second goal at in the quarterfinals when Lucas closed down the defender, won the ball, played it into Sonny, still very prominent in my head. And the high press game will give them problems. So I think we need to do that, and I think Nuno's going that way. So 3-1 today. The fans are back. New manager bounce, and the way we've been performing in pre-season, and I think I think the players want to prove something to maybe Harry Kane. So, mate, you want to go to these? Or, we're a big team. We're a big team.
Yeah.
Here we are. So,
Can we have like a bets like you have in movies? Like, all right, whoever wins the match gets to keep Harry Kane, and that's it. Let's just do that.
If Dyer and Sanchez start, though, we're gonna have to win. We're gonna have to win 4-3 because we're conceding at least 3 goals. So yeah, we need to win 4-3.
But 3-1, tonight. Don't forget tonight, guys. Kirst's first stream tonight, 10 o'clock. Hopefully, reviewing a Spurs win, and I'll be doing the day after the day before show. That's back obviously this season. I'm not sure if I'm doing it tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening because obviously when I started it, everyone was off work with COVID, and hence we were getting quite a few views in the afternoon. So I might change that to the evening, but work it out. But apart from that, every Saturday in the wall, 10:30, just a review of the week's games, news, and that's me. Saturday night 10:30, and in a day after the day before show, day after the game. But congrats, Eugene, making it 100 subs, matey. On to the next 900. Get to that 1K.
Yes.
It's in sight now.
Thanks,
It's in sight. And obviously Tommy as well, mate. Let's get you to that 1K before. Before the end of the week. Let's do it. Let's make it a challenge. We'll get Tommy to 1K.
I'm
before
streaming full out this week because I'm on holiday next week. So I'm streaming full out this week.
We'll do it. We'll
agree, man. Bob's stuff is amazing. Bob's channel's amazing. I watched a bit of the show last night. You get so many guests on as well. Like Eugene, you get so many guests on. They've all got something great to say. And I like how you've put yourself bang in the middle now. You put yourself bang in the middle. You got the guests around you. Yeah, it's the way forward, man. It's the way forward. So definitely go over to Bob.
You learn it from Bob. Yeah.
What's the next one for you, Bob? Is it 2.5K? That's how it goes. 2.5, then 5, then 10.
Yeah, I'm on. No, it's 2K. I'm waiting on, mate. I'm on 1.
Okay.
1.3. I only hit 1K a week and a half ago.
Amazing.
I'm on 1.3 at the moment. So it's growing slowly and surely. And support. I wouldn't be anywhere without the support of you guys. Not in the YouTube family, but the likes of Shane, Jamie as well, and saw him. The likes of Bryce and everyone else who's out there. Aaron, they're great
Yeah.
supporters.
Aaron,
Mr. K, John, Tom, everyone. So you
Yeah.
never forget that. Never forget that. And Premier
Scott.
Hotspur TV, Simon
Simon, yes.
and Matt. They were the first ones,
Matt, yeah.
first ever stream I ever went on. So I'll never forget them as well. But big up, congrats to Eugene. Onwards.
Thanks,
and come
Bob.
on, you
Yeah.
Spurs,
Big
3-1
up, Bob.
at least.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Pep
Thanks
shit.
for coming
Come
on,
on,
Bob.
you
Yeah.
Spurs!
Right.
Tottenham till I die.
And
Piss off
Spurs.
everyone. Piss off everyone.
Tottenham till
Thank
they kill
you.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's that? So TTT
TTTKM. Yeah. TTTK.
Yeah. Yeah. TTA. Yeah. Tottenham till they kill me. Yeah. You know.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
And then ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Yeah. And guys, all right. Like I said, now more or less we are more or less waiting for the lineups to be announced. Okay, more or less an hour's time or so, the lineups will be announced. We've come to the stage, right? To me, today is a big day for us. We're facing the the reigning champion of the league, and of course, we know that they are usually not the team that goes out running off into the sunset on the spot. They are more or less they will need time to settle. But if we do perform to what we plan, and we are putting a lot on Nuno to bring us to the levels that we want to be, of course, being fans, that our hopes are always there. All right. But in the end of the day, I feel that the most important thing is at the moment is that the fans are back in the stadium. All right. Especially for the local fans, to have them back in the stadium, to show the support to the players. I want the fans in the stadiums to show love to Nuno, show love to the players and the squad, right? And keep out chanting Levy out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the fans will make a difference. This first game, they'll give our team a lot of lift. If we are playing bad, we'll know about it. They won't stand for it. The crowd won't stand for it.
Do you think it'll be as strong? Because with the Romero and the few signings that will have, the fair weather fans might have been appeased already.
Not so much. You know how passionate we are.
Yeah.
We're passionate supporters. So if our team's not doing well on the pitch, they'll let us know.
That's true. That's true. Right. But like I said, it doesn't matter whether Kane plays or not to me, right? To me, is that we have to focus more on the squad and the game in hand, all right? Because no matter what happens to Kane, right, he is just another player, right? The club will still be here. The fans will still love the club, right? Of course, the fans will love Kane too, right? But whatever he's been going through, and the scenario and the saga that's been going on the past 2 weeks that he's been back and all that, we should focus more on what's in front of us, okay, and try not to speculate what's too far ahead of us. Don't forget, the transfer window ends on the end of this month, okay, so we still will have another 2-3 games to come before actually 4 more games. Don't forget, we still have the European Conference League qualifyings last round, the 2 games there. All right. Then also we will have the 2 games that we'll be playing against Wolves away, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Watford at home, right? When we come back. So if we can perform well today, right, the Wolves away one, I guess more or less we should have since we have Nuno, okay. And I did watch the Wolves game against Leicester yesterday. They didn't actually prove much of anything, but don't forget, when Wolves played at home, they are not an easy opposition, okay. And when we play Watford at home, I guess if Harry Kane is playing, he should score a hat-trick then. If Harry Kane is playing, that's how I see it. Yeah.
With the Conference League, our second game is at home. We go away for the first game, so their stadium only holds 7,500 people. That's not even our south stand holds more people than their whole stadium.
Yeah. And okay, let me bring on one more guest, guys. Hi, Sanska.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sunska.
Yeah, so-
Interested
How you doing,
FC.
Interested FC. And Saska, sorry to tell you, right?
Yeah,
Someone
we-
stole your Interested FC thing. So I will send you the link, and then after that you can sue him.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of comments as well.
Yeah. So how you been? Haven't seen you some time.
Yeah, I've actually been on a bit of a vacation, a little bit of a vacation. That's why I wasn't able to attend the stream. But it's been good, and it's been a bit of eventful 2 weeks for Spurs as well. And we're finally there, finally at the start of the season.
Yep. Finally at the start of the season. Correct. Right. And how do you feel? How confident are you tonight that we're gonna beat M City?
Honestly, I am very confused as to what to expect because both teams are handicapped a bit. Both have some star players. I'm seeing KDB and us, Kane, Romero, and what I'm really curious about is I really want to see the play style which Nuno is going to select against City. I feel like that's going to be very indicative because
Up
this
2-1.
is
2-1.
literally game
Newcastle
one.
gone up 2-1.
Newcastle back up 2-1. All right.
Newcastle 2-1.
Okay, go ahead, sounds good.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like the way he sets up the team today and the tactics he uses today is going to be really indicative of his performance in the future. It's going to be indicative of, it might be indicative of how we play. I'm expecting him to go with the same low block Mourinho did, but then again against a team like City, I still understand why you do that. I'm just seeing, and I want to see the individual players' performance, and I want to really see what I'm really interested to see is who he's going to choose between Lo Celso and Skip, because I think he's going to Højbjerg is a guarantee, but between Skip and Lo Celso, I'm really interested to see who he's going to pick.
Okay, question. How likely do you think is both of them will be selected and Ali will be benched?
Oh, for me, I don't think so.
Well,
I also don't
I
think
hope
so.
so. I really hope so. I hope so. I think
because the thing
Delhi's
is that
finished.
No, because Delhi has played all the preseason games, so I guess he will be in the starting lineup.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure Ali's gonna play.
Yeah. But if in the way that it's going, right, I do see actually Skippy coming in because we do have to shore up that midfield to control that M City. What Pep has done, right? He's playing that diamond thing that goes around, rotating his midfielders and forwards, right? To control the games, and bless you too, Jamie.
Yeah.
Right, and
I turned the AC off and the temperature change.
Okay.
Regardless of yeah, I mean, what I was going to say, I was saying regardless of whether we're winning, drawing, or losing, up in a second half, maybe 60, 65th minute when most subs come on, I think Skip will come on. I don't think he's going to start. I think he'll put him in, he'll bed him in slowly, and I think that's the right thing with Skip. We don't want to put him in against Man City and lose 3-0 or 4-0. So I think that's the best option, regardless of where we are in the 60, 65th minute. Throw Skip on. I'm convinced we're going to play Lo Celso next to Højbjerg and then Dele Alli just in front. I think that's the way to go. I don't think Lo Celso is a centre midfielder. I just think that's the way he's going to go today. He doesn't have the temperament. He's like Lamela. He's got that Argentinian fire. He'll get too many yellow cards. He puts his foot in too much, Lo Celso. He gets too many yellow cards to play in that deeper role. Yeah. He's a number 10 all day long. My perfect lineup for me today would be Skip, Højbjerg, and Lo Celso just in front. But I don't think it's going to happen. And I just want to say about the home fans. The home fans now are going to be huge. It's going to be huge. We saw last season, the last year and a half, the home and away results sort of came together because there wasn't too much.
In fact, there were more away wins than home wins last season.
Exactly. It's crazy. Because I suppose in England, it's the geography. When the away fans are not there, it's like, we've got to travel all this distance, but it isn't a long distance to travel in England. So those home and away results are always going to collide. Now it's going to be very, very different. I watched the only two games I watched this weekend. Brentford, Arsenal. The home support was unbelievable. Man United Leeds was absolutely unbelievable when they smashed them 5-1. They smashed Leeds 5-1, and Leeds are a good team. Yeah. And Man United didn't have their big two players playing. They didn't have Sancho and Varane, which for me are going to change things for Man United. It puts them into title contenders.
Sancho come on.
Yeah, he came on, but it didn't start.
Based on yesterday's results, right? There weren't any draws. Number one, right? the home team won all the games except for the Brighton and Burnley game, where Brighton won 2-1. All right, away.
But yeah, I was looking at the highlights from that game. Right. That match with the amount of chances that they had in the first half, they hit the woodwork like 2 or 3 times in the first half itself.
Brighton or Burnley?
Burnley.
Oh, okay.
Burnley were way better. Brighton just created like 2 chances in the second half. They scored from both, which is like the exact opposite of what Brighton were last season, where they were like the XG merchants and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, Brighton created a lot of chances last season, but never got to score them.
They beat their XG this game. They beat their XG in this game.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know, for the first time in a long time, they beat their XG. So I think that was pretty good. So, but I still worry about Leeds. I think Leeds are going down this season.
Really? Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard
struggle. They're going to struggle.
It is a strong league. It is a very, very strong league. And I think Southampton are in big trouble. I think Southampton are in big trouble.
I think I did a show with Colin, right? His show with his mum and him and
talking shit.
Talking. He was on Talk and Ball. Yeah. But
but he does a segment called Talking Shit.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did ask who was more or less going to be relegated, and I did pick Southampton because I saw the way that they're selling away all their
superstars,
their main players. Not to say they're superstars, right? But they are main players that actually put the team together. They're getting rid of them, and they haven't brought any youth. You know, to tell the truth, Southampton has always been the team that brings their youth through, and their youth has always been the one that actually been keeping them up all this time. But very funnily, nowadays they've more or less changed it after Hassan Hotel has came in. Okay, and to me is that when they sold Vestergaard to Leicester, that was actually weakening them a lot, a lot. You see, and let's see who's eating something now.
They've been a selling club for a while. The Southampton have been a selling club for a while.
I think Southampton's business their business plan is to sell their youth, make their 30-40 million, and then bring their youth up, you see. But the past 2 seasons, we haven't seen any of their youth team which are good enough to break into the first team. That is a bit scary for Southampton at the moment. And they are keeping them, they sold Ings, they sold Vestergaard, and JWP is also on the way out. But now, more or less, they are saying that they're adamant to hold on to JWP, right? But if the JWP leaves too, right, I guess it's not going to look too good for them. It's not.
Well, they're selling their most experienced players. They're selling their most experienced players. I mean, Ings, Vestergaard, Bertrand. They sold Højbjerg last season to us, obviously.
Yeah, that's what.
They're struggling. They're going to struggle big time. Southampton. I think they got good money for Ings, and I tell you what, that Adam Armstrong's that's coming in. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon because he scored yesterday, but he was sensational for Blackburn last season. The last 2 seasons, he scored 25, nearly 30 goals. He is a big signing. He's a good replacement for Ings, Adam Armstrong. I've been saying Spurs should look at him. Spurs should look at him as backup this season.
But the problem is a lot of times it's like this. You look good in the Championship, right? Doesn't mean that you would do good in the Premier League. And
but we need to take those risks. We need to take those risks sometimes.
Would you rather take Tony or Armstrong?
Well, if it's £8 million to £60 million and he's going to be a backup, I'd take Armstrong. So for £8 million,
you talk of the price, £8 million, of course,
I mean, he's 22, 23, been sensational for 2 seasons. You take him as backup. £8 million. You know what I'm saying? It's a good transfer.
Thing is with that, you look at just Southampton themselves, and before Adam Armstrong, they had signed Jay Adams. And Jay Adams scored a lot in the Championship. He barely scores in the Premier League. So that issue was there as well. So
Jay Adams only scored about 10, 12 goals. He's more about holding the ball up and being strong.
Let me see.
In a season, I think he's had 1 season where he scored 15 or 16, but before that he was struggling. He doesn't score that many goals, but he's a different sort of striker, isn't he? He's a good striker, you'd say. Maybe not even Premier League material. I think that's a good point because I don't think he's that great for the Premier League. I think Armstrong
I think he's like a worse Shane Long, to be honest. Like Shane Long when he was a good player. I mean, he's like that version, but like worse than that. I don't know if that's making any sense, but yeah, it is what it is. So he scored 22 goals in the championship before he came to Southampton. In the season before that he came to Southampton.
Yeah. But coming back to the game today, all right. Our expectations have been actually a lot of Spurs fans are positive, which is good. All right. We have hope, and it's positive hope, and we're waiting to see what Nuno can give us to be proud of. Because don't forget, when Nuno came in, his first interview is to make the fans proud again, right? To make the players feel proud again, right? To play for the badge and all that. So I guess the mental part that which Nuno brings, hopefully that will transcend to the players, and of course the teamwork that we see, which more or less was lost during Jose's time, because Jose became more of an individual kind of a performance thing, and the dependence on Kane and Son too much. And let's hope that he can have a squad which actually more or less can rotate and give us the results and the performance of each team player that is available to be picked. Okay. At the moment now, the big question is that who is going to play, right? A lot of us has been asking, will Kane play? Will Kane be in the squad? Which is a lot of the news coming out now, right? Kane is not even in the squad, right? Maybe due to his fitness, or maybe he will sit out this game because the controversy that's been going on between us and MCT. And of course, there's a lot of what I call hate, right? Coming back to I don't usually like to use that word, right? Maybe you'll use a softer word called a lot of dislike going against MCT on the way how Pep is handling this Kane situation, which a lot of Spurs fans have been saying that when Pep came out in his first interview before the match, right, he said that he put Kane's name in the same word that they are interested in him, which is amounting to tapping up a player, right? When he came back for the second interview just before the game yesterday, he did apologize, and he did say that he's retracting that whatever he said earlier. All right. But the sad thing about this world now, right? Whatever you said, right, you can't retract it because it's recorded by millions of people, and it will be always remembered what he did. Right. And then there's the argument that that came out in a few other shows where we have guests from MCT. And to tell the truth, Tommy, you had a very nice boy with you. I did ask you in the family group chat, right? He looked so young, but the bottle that he was drinking from was so big, and I don't think it was lemonade.
No, it certainly wasn't. It certainly wasn't. He's a really good boy. I had him on before the Carabao Cup final on a preview as well. He's fantastic. He's part of a Man City crew. There's like 4 of them. He's really good, but he was breaking up. He was at his dad's house. He's usually at his mum. So you probably, if you saw that last night, you would have seen him breaking up.
Yeah.
But he's got a wealth of knowledge. He's certainly got a wealth of knowledge. And just going on about Adam Armstrong, it says here in the championship stats, he got 28 goals last season. It says he got 28 goals last season, and he got 16 the year before. So he didn't do too well the year before. But 28 goals last season is only behind Ivan Toney, who got 31, which was a championship record. Adam Armstrong, that would have been the most goals. That would have been near the championship record if Toney wasn't top. And he's playing for Blackburn. They create very little chances under Tony Mowbray. So he's for £8 million.
But weren't Blackburn like the second or third highest goal scorers in the championship last season? I'll just look at the table. I remember they were scoring a lot last season.
And a lot of it was down to Adam Armstrong. And they had a centre mid. They had a centre mid who scores a lot of rifled shots from 30 yards, like 35 yards. So they basically relied on that. I can't remember his name, maybe Lewis Wing, something like that. But Tony Mowbray is a defensive manager. We knew that from the Premier League when he was managing at West Brom and stuff. So they haven't got the best team, Blackburn. They probably would have been relegated if it wasn't for Armstrong's goals. For £8 million, we need to look at the Championship. The last player we signed at that level was Ali at MK Dons for £5 million.
No. That is not correct. We did sign someone after that, and it did not turn out well. Jack Clark. Everyone forgets Jack Clark.
Oh,
everyone
Jack Clark,
Jack Clark.
I mean, but two players in 7 years. But Jack Clark was never. He was 18. He had 6 months. He had 6 months at Leeds, and that's all he had. But Adam Armstrong's been around for 3 years. Olise, Crystal Palace's Olise is going to be a big player. He's going to be a big time player. Watch that boy. He is incredible, Michael Olise from Reading. He's going to do some damage this season. If he stays fit, he's going to do some damage.
That's true. Just hold on for a while. Got another guest coming in, and most probably he's at the stadium area. Hi, Chris. Can you hear me?
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
You're
Yes,
muted.
You're
Chris,
on mute.
Muted.
Yeah, but I think the Wi-Fi is a bit bad there. So let's see whether he can hear us. Can you hear me, Chris?
Yeah, my Wi-Fi outside the stadium isn't particularly good.
Okay. But it's nice to see you, right? And how's the stadium atmosphere going on there? Is it packed now? Yeah, the Wi-Fi is a bit
it's
off
the
there.
Daniel Levy Wi-Fi, isn't it? It's the Daniel Levy Wi-Fi we talked about
Daniel
earlier.
Levy
You
Wi-Fi
know?
again. Yeah. Let's see whether he can log back on again. Maybe he has to hop on and hop back, hop out and hop in. Up, better.
Oh.
Yep.
Hey guys.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Yes,
Hi.
Chris, how you doing,
Hi,
man?
mate.
How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm outside the stadium. The Wi-Fi isn't particularly good, so if I keep dropping out, that's going to be
Yeah.
right. But
Yeah.
Maybe
it's good to be
do
back.
audio.
I tell you, it's absolutely packed.
How's the crowd?
Sorry.
How's the crowd?
Yeah, it's absolutely packed here. There looks to be a big queue to get in, so I'll have to get in soon. But yeah, it's good to be back. And there's train and tube was absolutely packed with Spurs fans, so that's good. Pubs are back to normal.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Get back. Hopefully, we have a performance that befits it all.
Yeah. Let's hope the team today can actually show that the fans being back at the stadium in full force and give them the love. And in the end of the day, that we will smack M City. Yeah. Right. So, and I won't take too much of your time, Chris. I think you better go and line up to get in the stadium because I think there's a lot of protocols that you go through.
Yeah. Well, I'll see you
Yeah. Okay. All right. Take care. Thanks for hopping on, Chris. If you have time, can hop on again later. And we can hear Jamie crushing his.
My corner.
Are you eating cereal again, Jimmy? What are you eating now this time? Okay.
Corn, toasted corn.
All right.
I'll turn the mic off. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm just looking. I just wanted to look at those Villarreal stats. But what it was, they haven't made the most appearances, as Soham says. It was correct. It was Lisbon, but they've participated, so they made it to the Europa League the most out of any other club because their league positions are like from 2004 2005, third, seventh, fifth, second, fifth, fourth, sixth, fourth, fifth. So they're always towards the top of La Liga. So, but Pellegrini, as you said, Pellegrini did do a marvelous job. He did do a marvelous job. It was just, I think it's unfortunate at West Ham. They were not spending any money when he showed up as well. They literally weren't spending any money. So,
that's true. And Bob just sent, Brian Daigle just sent a picture of the Scotland Yard where they're gonna do the watch along with the Spurs fans. And let's hopefully Brian can hop on again later with Cody Mack.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
At the Scotland Yard, Toronto. That's where the official Brian was saying? The Toronto the official Toronto Spurs. Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah, they're going to do a watch along there, right? So
you see Mr. K's last comment.
Yes, Mr. K. I know. I told him to hop on when he reaches there too, to show us what's going on there on today's scenario that's being played out at the stadium. That's why I've been saying. Why do you think Levy came up with such a PC kind of pre-match program statement? You see, so this is what he's been doing because, like, I've been talking to Mr. K a lot on this scenario. Why all this has been happening, right? We feel that actually, me and Mr. K feels that actually what has happened this past 2-3 months since the sacking of Mourinho, actually more than 3 months, nearly 4 months now, right? Your fans have actually turned against him and it is hurting him a bit, all right? Because all the actions that he's taking now is like he is listening to what we want and he's giving it to us. We wanted a DOF, he's giving us a DOF, all right? We wanted a strong marquee center back. He has given us a strong marquee center back. All right. And now, because while he's giving us all these things, guys, one thing we must be prepared for is that losing Kane. But if we don't lose Kane this transfer window, he will be deemed as the hero again of keeping Kane. So all the things that Levy, okay, listen, I know, but not in your eyes or my eyes, but a lot of Spurs fans out there still see it that way. You can see now, a lot of Spurs fans out there still do not think that he is at fault for this past 13 to 14 years of 0 trophies and now no improvement. Because what do you see is that they see the infrastructure, they see the stadium, and a lot of Spurs fans are saying now, thank God for Levy, right? We are not being liquidated or in the sense of going bankrupt, like, you know, teams in Italy, problems that you're having with Barcelona and Real Madrid, Juventus, okay? All of them got no money now. So, like I've been saying, if all of them got no money now, and if we do have the money and have the cash, why aren't we making the moves, the correct moves? But we have seen that because of Paratici coming in. Paratici has done a couple of good deals. You see, if the Romero deal was up to Hitchin, okay, I would told you that deal would have been gone 2-3 weeks ago, because Hitchin most probably would have, Levy would have said no, Hitchin would just say yes, okay, no, I accept it. But one thing Paratici is good is he will come up with a scheme or a device, or more or less to convince Levy that we need him. Okay, this is what Nuno needs. Okay, maybe the deal is that, okay, I promise you not to get rid of so many deadwood and blah blah blah, right? But you must give me back something. I can't do A if you don't do B for me. So more or less, I see now is that if we do get, yes, Shane.
No, I was just going to say, I'm actually going to have to duck off.
Okay.
I've got a couple of things to do before the game, so
You understand? No problem.
Plus I work tonight, so I haven't had a shower after coming home from work. It's midnight now, so
okay.
Bloody
yeah.
I will catch us all later, and Jay, you can find me on my Twitter handle, Shandy_Spurs.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
All right.
Great to see you, man. Great to see you, man. Look after yourself.
Keep in touch, right? Yeah, we keep in touch, and I've added you to the Coys Rants group. So anything that hops on there next time, maybe you can join it there. All right, Shane.
Yeah.
And let me know your plans on your Aussie show. We want to host it on Spurs Vision. And build it from there. All right.
I'll see. I'm in process of finalizing a few things. So, okay. Cheers, guys. Have a good night.
Look after yourself, mate. Look after yourself, man.
Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. I'm confident. Everyone's optimistic today. I'm happy. Everyone's optimistic before the league starts. And now after today's game, if we lose, it's going to be 10 months where it's just like torture. It's torture for the next 10 months. But look, I honestly don't think we're going to lose today. I don't think we're going to lose today.
No. To me, deep down inside, I want Spurs to win. But realistically, even if we draw, I will accept it.
It will be a great result.
Yeah. Even if we draw, I'll accept it. But I want to see the performance. Okay. I want to see what kind of performance the team is going to give. How tactically astute Nuno is going to be, because don't forget, we're facing the champions. And whether, if the champions have a chink in their armor, will Nuno be able to see that and go for it? You see, to bring them down. That's the most important thing. Okay. And
I'm looking at the full City squad that's traveling with them today, and De Bruyne is in there, which I was not expecting, and so is Sterling. Sterling is not that good, but De Bruyne is traveling with the squad, so he'll probably be on the bench. So if they're trailing, expect De Bruyne to come on at halftime.
From what I saw last night from my preview, the Man City lad said that, you're right, Aki. It'll be Aki and Diaz centre back, Cancelo right back, left back will be Mendy. I think Zinchenko, something wrong with Zinchenko, so it'll be Mendy. So we can take Mendy. Mendy's the weakest player in that team.
The entire left side of their defense, both Ake and Mendy, they both play on the left side. The left side is going to be a bit shaky for them.
But the problem is we haven't got a right winger. The one shaky position for them.
Guys.
No, Yeah,
have a guess.
I think we can use either
a guess.
Mora or Stevie B.
It'll be
You,
Lucas.
your pet.
It looks like it'll be Lucas, but against the elite. Oh, beautiful cat.
Okay, all right, you got your cat. All right, okay.
Amongst the elite, I don't think Lucas can do it. But look, the weakest part of their team, as Soham says, is the left-hand side, because Aki will play left-footed centre back. He'll play on that left side too. And then I think it'll be Rodri. It'll be Rodri and Fernandinho, or Rodri and Gundogan. So it'll be Fernandinho or Rodri and then Gundogan next to him. Ferran Torres, everyone's saying Ferran Torres is definitely going to play through the centre as the false nine.
Yeah.
They're saying he will definitely play as the false nine. Grealish on the left. So
And
Bernardo Silva
on the right. Yeah.
Or but no,
Bernardo
he's saying Bernardo Silva, Cam. He thinks Bernardo Silva's going to play Cam, this Man City guy last night. Maybe Mahrez on the right.
Cam, all right.
Yeah,
So
definitely. If Mahrez is available, Mahrez is on the left, on the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is a weaker Man City squad. This is definitely a weaker Man City squad.
It has holes. It has some
Of
holes.
course, without Diaz, without De Bruyne, and without they've got Diaz, of course, haven't they? But
without Laporte, I think you
and
meant
not
Laporte and
Stones.
Stones.
Yeah, without Stones or Laporte next to him, and obviously De Bruyne is magnificent. He's the best in his position. And then without striker, obviously Aguero's not there. So there's a lot to look forward to. We don't want to look at them like, oh, they're weak, we can take them. We should be Spurs. We should be confident. We should be confident we can win games. We can win games, regardless of the opposition. But we can get points here. And as I said, I honestly do not think we're going to lose this.
Yeah.
And even Silva is looking to
Chris
leave,
saying,
so like it's even. I don't expect 100% performance from Bernardo Silva, because like he's been very open that he's not adjusting well to the environment and he wants a new change. So that's also an advantage. So like if we had to defeat City, this is the best chance we have, and like this is the best way to start the season strong. And it's gonna boost everyone's morale, even the players, the manager. It's instrumental if we win.
Agree, 100%.
That's true. Like I said before, right? City doesn't start that well in a season. Usually, it takes them a few games to get into gear, right? Last season, they took them hell of a lot of games, nearly 1/3 of the season before they got into gear.
Yeah.
But I think this season it will be a bit quicker, because this season was more more or less the last year's team, where I guess the understanding is there already. But like what you say is that I just got a question. How many names can you name in the subs this season?
9, I think. I think you can name 9 people, and then you can use only 3 of them.
So you name 9 subs, but you use
And
3
two
of
in
them.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know why? Because nowadays we have got this concussion substitute, just in case one of them.
Concussion
there's 2 extra
will be counted
Yeah.
separately.
Yeah. So the concussion substitutes are not included in the 3 subs that you use.
No.
If you get 2 concussion substitutes, you still can change the 2 players. That's why you get to name up to 9 players nowadays.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
But surprisingly is that they didn't stick back to the 5 substitutes that you can have.
No.
But I guess maybe back to 3 is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Back to 3 is a good thing.
Because I know a lot of the smaller clubs were against the 5 subs. So their reasoning was that the big clubs have more depth in the squad.
More
They can bring on
advantage.
quality players later on, and we cannot do that. So as far as I know, every club other than the big 6 were against the 5 subs thing. So yeah, I think that's why it got rolled back.
Very true. With the depth the big teams have, that 9 does not suit the smaller clubs at all. 7 was bad enough, but 9 certainly doesn't suit them. But what do you think about the pressure? Man City are under pressure, looking at what the big teams done this weekend. You know, Man United won 5-1, Liverpool 3-0, Chelsea 3-0. They've all performed, and they're probably playing the toughest opponents in us. We would say that, but we are the toughest opponents. We're at home as well. They're going to be under a little bit of pressure for sure, because those teams didn't just win.
And I think that pressure will only increase if it's when our supporters will start cheering loudly. That pressure is only just going to get more and more and more. And I think, and if you saw the Community Shield match, someone like Nathan Ake, he is not good under pressure. I mean, pressure as like a pressure situation and pressure from the opposition forwards. I think there is something to exploit there in that back line. The Nathan Ake, Benjamin Mendy, so basically the left side of their defense. If you press them, they are liable to losing the ball. They are liable to creating mistakes, and we should be able to take advantage of that. So, and we have seen Mora do that in the past as well. Mora is an absolute freak when it comes to pressing. He will press anything in front of him. So if he, I think we'll get at least one goal from the right side.
But to me, I feel that M City, the pressure will be there, right? Because like you said, the Liverpool won, and Chelsea won, Manchester United won, and those three teams are more or less in contention to challenge the title with them.
Right.
Okay, those are the three teams. So, but usually they are not too worried even if they lose or draw in the first game, because don't forget, it's a 38 game endurance race. See,
Exactly.
In the end of the day, who lasts the longest and who performs consistently, right?
Exactly.
Will be there to challenge. That's all.
And like you said, City have traditionally been a slow starter in the league. So even if they don't start well, they won't be too bothered by it. They have been in this situation before. They won't crumble under the pressure. They'll be like, all right, let's get our heads together. It'll take a few weeks, but we'll be back on track. No problem.
Yeah. And then they will sign Kane. Right. That's why I'm saying maybe we are not destined to win, right? The deal is that we win and Kane will leave. Have you
puts himself
that,
in the
right?
shop window, doesn't he? Puts himself in the shop window. Imagine if he scores a couple, he's like, Pep, come get me. You're like, Pep, come get me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
but
Tommy,
I've got to shoot. I've got to shoot. I've got to shoot, Eugene. I'm heading down down the pub. Hopefully it's all good.
Eugene, don't. We need him for the show.
So basically, I'm going to be doing a stateside stream tonight. So about 11 p.m. UK time. I always do with the Americans across the pond. I feel like we've got a magnificent international fan base, as perfectly represented here. So I always do that about 11 p.m. Obviously, it'd be heavily the reaction to the Man City game. All good, I hope. I'm predicting 2-1. So
that's good.
yeah. But also, I just wanted to mention on Thursday and Friday, I usually do lunchtime debates. So Eugene will be aware of this. Definitely Friday this week. 1 p.m. So it's the same time. If any of you guys are available.
2-2. Newcastle,
what's
West
that?
Ham, 2-2.
2-2, yeah.
Who scored?
Oh, yeah. It's a good game. Really good game. By the looks of it. Maximin involved. Oh, Maximin lost the ball. That's what he does. He's a bit of a maverick, isn't he? But Maximin lost the ball. So 1 p.m. Thursday and Friday. So Eugene's time. So this is good for you guys on here today. I love the panel. Brilliant today. So if you want to join that, more than welcome.
Yeah.
More than welcome.
Yeah.
And 2-1. It's happening. It's happening today.
2-2.
Make sure you
2-1,
subscribe to Eugene. He's hit the 100.
Yeah.
Get him to 200.
Yeah.
Smash a like on this stream.
Yeah. And Tommy, if any of them are interested to join, if you got no contact with them, just send me the link. I'll pass it on to them. All right.
Excellent, boys.
All right.
Excellent, boys. It's been a pleasure.
Okay. All right. Take care.
Take it easy.
Catch up.
Take it easy, guys.
All right.
In a bit.
Okay. Come on, you Spurs. Yep.
All right, Eugene, I'm going to hop off as well.
All right.
Oh, wait, what? Harry Kane was not on the team bus. All right.
That's what they say.
All right.
Okay.
It is what it is. All right. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to hop off as well. Yeah, I'll have a presentation to make. Yeah, I have some work-related stuff tomorrow morning.
All right. Good. But take care.
All
Watch
right.
the match.
Yeah.
Come on, you Spurs.
Sure. Come on, you Spurs.
Yeah. Okay, Jamie. Down to 3 again. Yeah, with Sanskar. Sanskar, you're around. Yeah.
He's got his mic. Do we wind it down or what? Because I mean, the game.
The game is starting soon. Sanskar, do you want to wind it down?
Yeah, actually, because actually I'm at a hotel right now, and like I was switching off my camera because like the here, like the channels are all non-HD. So I was like contacting the reception saying, "Give me HD channel for the game. I need to watch the game." So that's how I was just in contact with them.
All right.
So
okay. Soham, take care. We'll catch up again. Most probably, if nobody's hopping on anymore, more or less we'll wind down. But more or less, let's see whether we might stay on for a short while more to see whether anybody is hopping back on again, because Brian says that he might do it. But most probably I'll tell him, since today is the first, because to tell the truth, the next few days, the next 2 matches, right, it's going to be a pre-show, watch along, halftime show, and post-match review, all in one stream, because the show starts at 8 p.m., right? The match kicks off at 9, right, and ends at 11, okay? So that's usually our schedule, correct? We do a 3-hour show, it goes through it. So we'll be doing that the next cycle. So hopefully be there, all right?
Sure.
And I'll let the guys know.
Sure.
And of course, before we hop off, before I let you go, let me bring on another guest.
I'm back.
He's back.
We're back. Yeah.
Where's
All
the
right.
lucky charm?
Scott M says Ben Rama scored. Wayne
Yeah,
Bonner
but
is
it's
saying
2-2.
great stream again, fellas. And Wayne, we might extend again since Dan is back on.
Yeah, you don't have to extend it.
Is your dad going to show his face?
Yeah. If you bring your dad on, right, we'll continue.
He went for a
Right.
shower.
And, hold on, Sanska, if you had to make a move, go ahead. We'll catch up the next.
Yeah,
next week.
bro.
Newcastle nearly scored.
Right.
That's
Okay.
what we want.
See you
We
guys.
want wet spam to lose.
Hold on, Sanska. Yes,
I
you
have
saying?
West Ham players on my fantasy.
Yeah, let Sanska.
Yeah, no,
say
I'm
his
just saying
outro.
that okay, I'll be leaving right now and then making sure I get my channel ready and everything ready. So
Yeah.
okay, I wasn't able to join the
Yeah.
full stream next week I'll be definitely there to join the full
Yeah.
stream. Okay.
All right.
Catch up with you guys
take care,
later.
Sanska. Catch up later.
Okay.
Bye
And it
bye.
almost seems periodic that Daniel always comes on to just close off the show for everyone. He's like the final
Dan came
always
on
the final
earlier.
guest.
No,
I was on
Dan
early,
came on
but I-
earlier. Yeah, he was
Oh,
on
okay,
earlier
then
before
my
you
mind
came on.
missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then he
wow.
stepped out for a while. Now you are leaving.
It's
okay.
also the timing. It's also the timing.
Yeah, exactly.
Time zone difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Anyways,
Sanska, take
see you
care.
guys
See you
later.
next week.
Come on, you Spurs.
All right.
Hope for a win
Come on,
tonight.
Hey, Sanska, hold on, Sanska.
Yeah.
We're doing a midweek show nowadays with Saikat. All right. And
Yeah.
if you're free,
Yeah, I saw.
Because we're doing,
Yeah, if I'm
you
free,
saw,
I'll
right?
definitely join.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So take care.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Come
Bye.
on, you Spurs.
Come on, you
Bye-bye.
Spurs.
Yes, and then I have this from Wayne Bonner. Wayne Bonner is not leaving yet. Yay, we're still here, Wayne. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see whether Mr. K will hop on outside the stadium where he's sitting to now, and to see whether Brian Daigle and Cody Mack will hop on from the Scotland Yard, which is a pub and grill. Is it a restaurant in Toronto where he?
Will Mr. K be wearing his clown mask?
Yes, most probably he will, because he's not going for the game, but he's going for the protests. Okay? So let's see whether Mr. K will hop on. I did send him a message, but he hasn't replied. I guess he's rushing down there now because he just woke up the last time I spoke to him. And Daniel, did you get your dad to join us so we can have a bit of MCT banter with him? Yeah,
He's in the shower, so I'm not sure.
Right. Not sure
right
yet.
now.
All right. Yeah. If he hops on, then we'll have a good banter with him. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll let him know.
Okay. Yeah, if he wants to.
If you take the camera to the shower, we won't get demonetized. We'll get demonetized.
Okay. All right, Jamie. Demonetized. But okay, Daniel. Coming down now. Any team news coming out yet?
Well,
Anybody
team
know
news from
anything?
NBC Sports that Harry Kane is not in the team bus for Tottenham.
Okay, that's what. He's. All right. I know you showed us that just now. All right, from the Spurs web. Okay.
That's the biggest
and
team news.
Scott M, thanks for the support. Athletic says
also,
Kane not in the squad. All right,
yeah,
he's not playing today.
And Kane is, and De Bruyne is in the squad. That's another one.
Oh yes, that's what they said. De Bruyne is in the squad, so I guess De Bruyne will most probably be the backup plan just in case things go bad for MCT.
I think he was doing Jose on us.
Yeah, true. That's what they learn. Right. Daniel, have you been laughing at your dad all morning for what Spurs will do to City?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I'm so excited for this game. We're going to slap that bald head of Pep Guardiola into I'm so excited, man.
Yeah. That's one thing about it. The first match of the season, you're at home and your team is playing, and the best part is you're playing the reigning champions, right?
And the team that your father supports.
Yeah.
And your team your father supports, and the team that wants to steal our best player away.
Yeah, and there's so many storylines. I saw it because of the Champions League semi-final, then the Carabao Cup final, and then there's also that Dele Alli's dating Pep Guardiola's daughter. The other one is obviously the Harry Kane situation. This game is it has like a WWE twist.
Oh no! My question is, right, if Dele Alli scores, right, will Pep's daughter celebrate? Run down the field and give him a kiss, and Daddy will be going, "What's that?" Right? When it comes to things like that, sometimes you just can't script it. Yeah, you can't script it.
Yeah. You've got to. You said you're going to record the reactions and then edit them and broadcast them later, but I still think you should do a live broadcast at some point.
Because there's a lot of people that
going
are
the right way.
There's a lot of people that are going to be doing it live. I don't
Yeah.
think it'll do too well, so I'm just gonna
Now,
wait.
to me, is Daniel. Is for me is that if the game falls into my show's streaming time, right, I'll do a watch along, and I actually don't care how many people is on it, just as long we have enough people like me and Jamie, just me and Jamie doing the watch along, right? I don't mind, right? And if people hop on and hop off, hop on and hop off, yeah.
Me doing the app along.
Yeah. No, don't worry. I've got a plan for you, Jamie, and I don't know whether you will accept it. I'll let you know later, but not live on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Maybe I can help you out on the your streaming thing, right?
Probably gonna be hopping on
legally, all right.
Probably gonna be hopping on to Manchester to Matt Hayes live stream. Oh, they've hit the post. Antonio's hit the post with a header.
Okay.
Literally an inch
That
away
means
from
West
the
Ham.
goal.
West Ham is showing to be more stronger now, right? That's the thing.
Not really, because Newcastle hit the post like 1 minute earlier.
So that means it's quite open game then.
Yeah, it's a good game. It's a really good game.
Oh, okay. Wasn't there a penalty?
I've got a few West Ham players
Penalty.
in my fantasy team. Penalty, no.
Penalty.
No. Penalty, no.
Penalty. Yeah.
What minute are you on,
After it hits
Eugene?
the post. Huh?
What minute
I'm
are you
on 61-23.
Yeah. I'm on 61-40.
Yeah. Offside. No.
You think that's a penalty? I don't think it's a penalty.
Yeah. Antonio should have scored. That's what Scott M says. Right?
Yeah.
Antonio should have scored. Right.
Scorf.
Should have scored. And okay, let's see whether it's VAR is going to have a look at it, right? And to tell the truth, VAR has been quite smooth this few games that it started, right? Not much controversy from VAR.
Yeah,
right?
but wait for like midway through the season when you're going to be seeing some bum calls. Watch.
Let's see how it goes.
I hope VAR interferes today, because VAR has a history in this fixture.
Yeah.
I can't believe so close to the game they've not released the team yet.
No, it's
they usually do it an hour before.
Eight more minutes, Jamie. Hold on. 8 more minutes. The team news will come out. Yeah.
Yeah, they usually do it an hour before the game.
Hour before the game, so it's another 8 more minutes. So at least if we can hang on for another 8 more minutes, we know what's the team. And Daniel, if you know how to put it up on the screen.
It's a penalty.
Ah, yeah, it's a penalty. I already said it's a penalty. Yeah. He tripped him right after. Yeah, he was tripped. Okay.
Antonio misses the penalty. It's saved. Oh, and then the rebound goes in.
Another hurricane.
No, but it's not Antonio who scored it after the rebound. It was Suchek.
Suchek scores it again.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited for this game. Honestly, I just think that we bring it all out. We bring a lot out, and we should win this match. We should win.
All right. Okay, let's see what happens there. West Ham is leading now. Oh.
Which is good for your fantasy.
And Scott M says that there's a typo mistake. No problem, Scott M.
Not good for the real Premiership.
Yeah. Okay.
How do you think they're gonna do in the Europa League this season?
What? West Ham in the Europa League you're talking about? I think West Ham in the Europa League is going to affect their Premier League performances, because not a lot of teams can take the Thursday, Sunday kind of thing, the ding dong, right? That we have to go through most of the time. But it'll take a very deep squad for them to handle it. That's why I think more or less the problem started last season, because of our Europa League commitments and all that, right? And a lot of attention was pulled apart. We didn't know what to concentrate on. We were in the finals for the Carabao Cup, right? And then we were challenging for top 4. And then we were challenging in the quarterfinal. Were we in the quarterfinals in the or last 16 when we went up to Zagreb? I think the last 16.
That was the
last 16.
That was the last 16.
Last 16 we went up to Zagreb. So that is a lot of distractions, and I don't think West Ham has the squad or the depth of the team to do that at the moment. And unless they actually just forego the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup and focus on 2 sides only, that's all, right? Like I said, let's see how it goes. But the transfer window hasn't closed yet. Teams still have chance to improve on what they have. Okay, so like we see now, as time is passing on, news has been coming out about Kane not being on the bus, not in the squad, and surprisingly, Kevin De Bruyne is in the squad. So, like I said,
Alistair Gold has just tweeted, no Harry Kane in the Tottenham squad today.
Yep.
You think
And maybe
I think that's actually positive because if he comes on, the story's going to be the Harry Kane match.
No, the thing this shows, right, who is in charge.
Yeah.
Nuno's in charge. Nuno feels Harry Kane is not ready. He feels Tanguy is not ready, and he knows who's in charge, right? If Harry Kane was in the
scored again.
West Ham has scored again, so it's 4-2.
4-2.
All right. Okay.
Well,
Good
thanks for spoiling.
Yeah. Thanks for the information spoiler.
I told you the app's quicker than the cable.
Yes, the app is quicker.
But the
That's why
apps were
I need you. I need to link you up. I need to link you
Antonio.
up. Yeah, link you up
Michael
with a channel to watch, so you don't do that to us anymore.
It's my only advantage.
Yeah. And
Apart
I think
from the chocolate Lucky Charms and the cinnamon toast crunch I haven't had for ages.
But guys, I'm probably gonna run now. I'm probably just gonna go on my haze, and then I'm probably just gonna get everything ready for the match because we're gonna.
I still suggest the ice slushy for your dad's back if we win.
Okay. All right. Thanks for good. Thanks. Have a good. Thanks for having you on. And okay. Kieran has says that he has been having some internet connection problems at the moment. He can't get. I mean, he's just moved house and all that. So, are you having your Monday show?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, maybe we'll have a chat then on the Monday podcast, and we see how to iron out for the Spurs.
Send us the link. What time will it be?
The World Spurs Tour.
You guys are doing it now, right?
Yeah, we are doing it. The World Spurs Tour this cycle.
Well, wasn't it going to be Mr. K on your channel?
Mr. K is not ready yet, so let's see how it goes first. Yeah, when he's ready, if he's ready, I'll let him do it. But he says he's not that ready yet because he's got to iron out some things. Most probably, I'll take it over first. Let it go one more cycle before it reaches Mr. K again, and give him more time, right? So I was thinking for the World Spurs Tour this coming week, I might merge it with my midweek show, so at least we'll have the Indian flag settled, right? Because the midweek show nowadays, I'm hosting it together with Saikat from the India Spurs side, so we'll get that one, the one of the flags out of the way. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Daniel. Take care. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Let's smack that bald head of Guardiola.
Slushy. Yeah.
Lucky Charms and chocolate.
No, that's
Lucky
what
Charms
you'll
and
be
slushy.
Your dad will be getting the slushy down the back.
He left again here. Okay, Jamie. We'll just hold on for a while now. 3 more minutes, and let's see when the team comes out. The team list comes out, and let's see whether we can just go through and have our peace of mind on what's the team selection at the moment.
Well, if all the murmurs are true, then no Kane.
There's no Kane.
We have to decide whether that's a blessing or that's an affirmation of what's to come.
No, I think it's a blessing in disguise because how would you say? I rather to see Nuno have the authority. You understand? Not in picking the players that he thinks which will fit the what called the system that he needs to play against MCT, right? And to do what needs to be done. Okay. And the team news out yet? No, let me check. Let's see whether BBC has it. Scott M says, what does Scott M says? I was away for a bit. Did someone mention it's 4-2 now? Yeah, it's 4-2 now, Scott M. 4-2 to West Ham. Let's see what happens in that game. But to tell the truth, we should focus more on our game.
Well,
our big game coming up.
Any minute now, the team list will officially come out.
Any minute now. That's why I'm waiting. Let me go to BBC. Are we allowed to say that?
Well, we're not monetized yet, are we?
Yeah, we're not monetized, so we don't care. We can say whatever we want to say, but just long it doesn't.
As long as we don't get a copyright strike.
Yeah, I don't think we got anything to do with copyright here, right? So let me see this and take to this. Team news out yet? No. Team news still not out yet. I guess it's still 1 more minute before the team news come out. Do you have anything?
No, David Ornstein from The Athletic. Tottenham striker Harry Kane has not travelled with the Spurs squad for today's meeting with Man City. Only returned to training on Friday and not deemed ready to be involved yet. So
all right.
I'm hoping that's the actual case and it's just not They're not politicking.
Okay. Scott M says that I'm scared of what team will look like, Eugene. So focusing on the other game. Oh yes, Scott M. I understand. And I guess that game is very, very attractive at the moment with the scores going at 4-2. And I think how I was seeing it is more or less is like Newcastle is crumbling. That's all. So when the team starts to crumble like that, it reminds me of us. That's why I've switched it off and just waiting off.
We were saying watch out for Newcastle this season, but it doesn't look like
they're a threat anyway. It doesn't look that much.
But it's the first game. It's the first game. We
True,
can say
true.
We can say that about Arsenal. We can say that about whatever happens today, and we obviously believe that we can get something out of this game. So
True.
whether it be 1 or 3, it will still be more than Arsenal.
We just hope that to me is that in the end of the day, just as long we're above the Gooners, I'm happy. Okay, breaking news from BBC. Kane not involved. So I guess that's repeating all the things again. The lineouts are out, and there's only one thing you really want to know, isn't there? Okay, the lineups are out. So have you got it? Who's playing?
Okay, Lloris captain, Tanganga, Sanchez, Dyer, Reguilon, Skip, Højbjerg, Dele, Bergwijn, Lucas and Son. Substitutes are Golini, Davis, Doherty, Bryan, Lo Celso, Romero, Scarlett, Sissoko and Winks.
So this is the same team that played Arsenal. Right?
Seems so,
it's the same team that played Arsenal. Yeah.
But Bryan and Romero are on the bench, which means there is a possibility we're going to see one of them on the pitch.
Yeah. No Kane or Ndombele. That means fitness problem. Yeah. Right. So one thing is good is to have Hill on the bench and to have Romero on the bench. All right. So I guess this is the team that we played against Arsenal. This is the team that Nuno is going to stick with. So I guess Skip is playing. That's one thing is good to see. Skip is playing, right? So what do you think? Shall we end it or do we want to go on for a while more?
Well, unless people have got comments, I mean,
yeah. But we got about 6 viewers, so a lot of viewers for us, 6 viewers. Woohoo! Thank you for viewing, viewers. Thank you for your support. And Saikard is here. See, I told you. All right, hold on. Let me bring him on.
Hey guys, comment.
Hi, Saikard, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello, everyone.
I can hear you too. Okay, let me say a good afternoon. Big up to Ricky Villa, THFC. Good afternoon. Actually, good afternoon to you. Yeah. Right. How are you doing, Saikard?
Yeah, doing good. Just getting up.
Yeah. Have you seen the lineup?
Yeah, I just saw the lineup, so I decided to join up.
Yeah. What do you think about the lineup? It's the same team playing. It's the same lineup as the Arsenal game, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. Yeah. Same lineup. I was expecting, right? Because I was
expected. Yeah.
But the problem is, like, I didn't expect Tanguy and Ndombele will be out of the squad. That's a bit disappointing.
Yeah. No, but for me, I expected Tanguy to be out and for Kane to be out too. Yeah, and that's Scotland Yard. Yeah, that's where we're waiting for see whether Brian Daigle is can hop on with.
Where Brian Daigle and Cody Mack are going to be watching the game in Toronto.
Yeah, in Toronto. Yeah, right. So, good. What does Ricky says? Ricky says, God, Lord. That defense is good.
Just hold
we'll be torn apart.
Just don't write us off just yet. We haven't even started the game.
Yeah. That's it. Best of luck to the team. Give them the positive support that they need. And come on, you Spurs. That's the most important thing. A good win today will prove that Nuno is the correct decision. Even though Kane and Tanguy is not in the team, to tell the truth, never expected them to be because Nuno came out during his interview and when he spoke about Tanguy, I saw his face, right? I knew something was wrong there. and of course, how you say, when he was talking about Kane, you can see the same reaction. So I guess there's something going behind there, right? And what Scott M says that no Rodon, which is weird, to tell the truth. Yes, true. Weird for me too. They should, at least Rodon should be there in the subs, right? But hard to say what's going on there, right? And cheers from Ricky V Villa, THFC. And at the moment now, Saikat, can you hear me? Let me see what Saikat says. Oh, Saikat's gone off for 5 minutes or a while. Maybe he'll come back and let's see what we can do there. Right. Okay, we'll join later. Okay, Saikat. If you're busy, just hold on for a while. And okay, let's get back to the team, Jamie. As you know, we are playing the team that more or less played against Arsenal in the last friendly match that we had. Okay, if do you have the lineups for M City, Jamie? You're muted, Jamie.
Edison in goal. Mendy, Ake, Diaz, and Cancelo at the back line. Midfield, Gundogan, Fernandinho, and Grealish. And a front line of Sterling, Torres, and Mahrez.
No Kevin De Bruyne.
Doesn't show the subs on this app.
No, I said no. In the first team, in the lineup, there's no Kevin De Bruyne.
Not in the starting lineup. No.
Okay, let me have a look. Edison, Cancelo, Ruben, Ake, Mendy. Oh, that's why they were saying on the left they are very weak. Grealish is playing. Fernandinho, Gundogan, Mahrez, Torres, and Sterling. That means they still don't have an out-and-out striker, so they can't do much of anything about that.
Eugene, in the screen. Eugene, screen.
Yeah, I know. I have it on here too.
Okay.
BBC too, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Okay. De Bruyne is not. Oh, De Bruyne is in the subs. Yeah. Bernardo Silva is in the subs. De Bruyne is in the subs. Walker is in the subs. So I guess you would call this is more or less a weaken. More or less weaken, right?
Yeah.
More or less weaken.
With some tasty subs that may or may not play, or might just be there for show and psychological.
Yeah. The spammers are spanking too. No, okay. Yeah, I know. We know that too. And of course, from Scott M, De Bruyne is on the bench. Yes, Scott M, De Bruyne has gone onto the bench. And at the moment, how would you say it that do you think the team that we have out today, right, guys? Those, even if you are in the comments and in the chats, right? Do you guys think that this team can actually do something against the team that Pep has put out? All right, I would like to see what's in the comments from you guys. Okay, if Pep has a stronger team, or will our team outplay Pep's team? Okay, and if I do feel that if we do outplay Pep's team early, I will see De Bruyne come out from the bench and do something, even though maybe he's not 100% fit yet. Okay. What do you think, Jamie? Any possibility?
I don't know whether my Spursiness is coming back, but it's not gonna be a wide open game. It's not gonna be as free scoring as the Newcastle West Ham. It's gonna be tight, and let's just hope that De Bruyne stays on the bench, that Romero and O'Brien come off the bench, and we can see a little bit of sparkle and get points out the game. I can't say I'll be as positive as Bob with his was it 3-1, 3-0?
3-1.
Yeah, I would say it's going to be. I'll try and remain optimistic and go for the traditional 2-1, but it'll be a squeak. It won't be a. We're going to have to fight for it.
Yeah. For me, it's very simple, right? My heart wants us to win 2-0, but in reality, I think a draw. I will accept a draw, right? A draw wouldn't be too bad of a result for us today.
Yeah.
Okay. And don't forget, we're also starting with a new manager and the systems and all that. Let's see whether we can implement what is needed, right? And what Scott M says is, no, what? Let me have a look. Scotland says, nope, there's such a weak team from us. Okay, I think he is looking more of MCT. Hi, Saikat. You're
Yeah.
back. Yeah, right. Okay, as we were talking about just now, the team that we put out, right? Have you seen the MCT team, Saikat?
Hello.
Have you seen the MCT team?
No, I haven't seen. Can you please run it through me? Run it through for
Okay,
me, Abhi.
just hold on. Have you got it,
Yeah, sure.
Jamie? Just read it out to Saikat. What's
Not
the MCT
directly.
team?
Wait, I have to go back into the app.
Just hold on. I'm getting it from BBC now. You know our lineup, right?
Yeah, I know. Spurs
Okay.
lineup.
But you don't know. Okay, let me see what's the MCT lineup.
Okay, the lineups. Right. For Man City, Ederson in goal. Their defense is Mendy, Aki, Diaz, and Cancelo. Their midfield is Gundogan, Fernandinho, Grealish, and their front line is Sterling, Torres, and Mahrez.
They're playing a 4-4-3.
Okay, yeah, 4-3-3, yeah.
Oh, sorry, 4-3-3, 4-4-3.
And we've got Lloris in goal, Tanganga, Sanchez, Dyer, and Reguilon at the back. Skip, Pierre, Emil Holberg in the midfield. And then we've got Bergwijn, Ali, Mora, and Hong-Min Son as the
Striker.
Yeah.
But I see this team that Nuno has put out, right? It's more or less the same team that he played at Arsenal. And we might actually convert into a back three with Tanganga there, for all you know. And let's see how the games play out, All right. For if the games goes on and we do need to get an equalizer or a win, I do think we do see how you say the change in the tactics and formations of the team. That's how I see it. Mm-hmm. And Saikat, how was your week? And very sorry I couldn't do the stream with you yesterday because Saturday to me usually is a family day, and Sunday is the persuasion stream. So spend more time with the family on Saturdays, and Sundays is just all me and the YouTube.
Yeah, sure.
Right. And how was your week before this past few days?
Yeah, for me it was good. Everything is going fine here, and yeah, like things are starting to open up. So yeah, it's
That's
lovely.
good. That's good.
Going fine.
That's good. Yeah. And you're still up for the Wednesday midweek show, right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's still I'm
All
up.
right.
Yep.
Okay. And you just let me know in the chats later what time you're free to do it, because this midweek show this week I'll be more or less merging it with the World Spurs tour, right? And to cover the India flag on our passport. Later I'll explain it to you. And let's see if you're free. Sometimes maybe you can hop onto the World Spurs tour. Correct?
Sure, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. That's good. That's good. And like you were saying, since you're just on, what do you think about the matches that has gone by? How do you feel about it?
Yeah, for me, like both the teams have just. First of all, I'm sorry. Actually, here it's raining heavily, so I don't have that much of bandwidth to just I'm doing the live stream with the matches, right? So I can't come online with my video. So I apologize for that. And another thing is, in terms of match, I think both the teams have just gone through with the available squad that they possibly can. But yeah, for me, in terms of Manchester City, I was expecting Jack Stephen in goal because he played all the preseason matches. But yeah, Ederson is a massive startup. Like it's a massive boost for them to get Ederson. But for me, Ederson has some mistakes in him, right? Because he plays as a sweeper keeper. So I think Son going behind, can hamper it. So I think we can make it utilized. But my problem or the biggest concern by seeing those two lineups will be the battle in the midfield, because I am not at all convinced with Ali. That's the weak link that we need to be marked. We need to mark Jack Grealish, right? So that's the main thing that we need to do. And I think Tanganga is capable enough to just hold off Sterling. So I am not at all bothered. And this pairing of Sanchez and Dyer do look solid in the preseason game. But yeah, it's a match with high intensity, and there will be crowd pressure and everything. Like playing your, I think this is the probably the best time to play Man City, right? Because they haven't got De Bruyne, they haven't got a striker, they haven't got Mahrez is out of form in preseason. So and actually they haven't got Foden also. So I think it's a good way, and I think also Laporte is not there, right? So I think
Yeah,
Ake is one of the link in that back four that we
yeah,
can
the weak link. Yeah,
exploit. Yeah, because Ake already given the penalty to Iheanacho in the Community Shield, right? So I
yeah,
am not at all convinced with Ake. So I think Ake is one loophole that we can exploit, and also because this is the first game I think Ederson is back, right? So they haven't got that chemistry within them.
yeah.
Still like Ederson, and in front of him Ake and this Ruben Diaz, right? So I think that's a way to look forward, and they have got the flying fullbacks with Cancelo and Mendy, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
Mendy is another weak link that we can get exposed to, because Lucas Moura will be cutting inside and will
True.
be rotating. Those front three will be rotating. So I think
Mm-hmm.
I am pretty much confident, right, with how things are, and I think possibly this is the best time to play with such a huge crowd, with the excitement, and City or Spurs also. We don't have that momentum to go along with the matches, right? So I think
Correct.
if we play City in 2, 3, or 4 weeks time, then I think they can have that momentum because there will be winnings under their belt, right? So I
Correct.
think this is a very good time to play them. And after such a massive preseason, I think it's a very good time to play them. So I
Mm-hmm.
am looking forward to it, and I am really confident. Yeah, because and also we have to keep in mind that City haven't won a game in our new stadium, so that also
True.
will haunt them, right? So I think
Mm-hmm.
there are several things that are in our hands, but yeah, it's the main thing will be the battle in the midfield and that centre back pairing, because I am not at all convinced that how they will turn up today. There were some promises in the preseason, but I am not sure that how they will come up. If they come up, it will be massive boost and we will win this. I'm damn sure on that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. But the thing is that, do you think we can press them, or are we going to sit back?
I think
Yeah, I think we are gonna sit back. I think because that's what we did in terms of Chelsea. If you go and look
Mm.
into the first half, we just sat back. And also I think when Arsenal has the possession, right, that point of time also we just sat back and made the things look compact, and then we countered to them, right? And I think that will be the most important thing here, right? How you manage the game, right? That is the most important part, because
True.
City, if we sit back, Big City has that ability in them to have those passes inside, right, and go through those channels. But yeah, they
Mm-hmm.
will be a massive loss. So I think it will be like first half we will see how City are playing, we will analyze the situation, and we will just sit back, make it compact, and we will try to counter. And on the second half, I think that's when we will kick in based on what is the result of the first half. That's my
Okay.
analysis, and I am expecting that tactic to be followed by Nuno. And also, I also have to take into account the comment that Nuno made, right? That now we are really aiming to finish the game well, not to start only
Mm-hmm.
to start the game well, but to finish the game well. So I think the second half there will be a massive difference, irrespective of the first half result.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, but at the moment now, the way it's looking, right? Uh, we do. It's more like a 50-50 kind of chance thing. Let's see who gets the better of the next team, right? And with Nuno's record with the big six or top big four, right? He's done quite well recently when he was managing Wolves. So I guess he does have a certain kind of a knack for outmaneuvering the managers from the top big six teams. And we were once, oh, yeah, he used to play against us before he joined us. So, and sometimes to tell the truth, Wolves did do better than us most of the time. So, and don't forget, Nuno has beaten MCT before with
Yeah.
Wolves. So, yeah. So I guess with Spurs, we do have a fighting chance to get the results today. Correct?
I think it's more than a chance for me. As I told you,
Mhm.
right, I am hugely confident. It's not nothing to do with the team sheet that has been put upon, right? For me, it's
Mhm.
about the performance in the field. If they perform well and whatever Nuno delivered, yeah, like delivered in the team talk, if they deliver it in the pitch, then I think we are capable enough with this crowd support that we'll be having, and with the the thoughts or the thought of haunting that they don't have a win under their belt on this new stadium. I think it will be a massive boost, and I think we can win it. But it depends upon two, three players. That centre back pairing for me, still I am not convinced yet, and also Dele Alli, because
Yeah.
I don't know. And Skip, we have to take consider to Skip also. Skip,
Mhm.
for Skip, this is just a huge step up from whatever he faced. From Arsenal,
Mhm.
it was nothing, right? So it's a huge step up from Arsenal, and we already saw how they got battered to Kovacic and Conte, right, in that
Yeah.
midfield that day. So
Yeah.
I am not at all convinced that Skip is there, but yeah, we can't blame Nuno because that's the best thing
Mhm.
team that he can put up with the
Yeah, that's true. That's
taking
true.
different
But
aspects
yeah,
and different fitness levels. Yeah,
yeah. But with Højbjerg next to Skippy, maybe Højbjerg can actually help Skippy out to learn a few things playing against big teams like this. And let's see whether Skippy puts in a performance which is credible. Like what you've been saying,
actually
Saikat,
for
right?
me, right? Actually for me, just to interrupt. Actually for me, the inclusion of Fernandinho in this team is huge, right? Because
Mm,
Fernandinho, what he will do, right? He will cover the center back. If they
mm-hmm.
play with, I think maybe Gundogan as the center CDM, then for me it was not at all that convincing for me in terms of City. But as Fernandinho will be here, he will make that odd challenges and he reads the game pretty well. So if
Mm-hmm.
at all any counter attack starts or something is going on in the midfield, right, then he will just make a foul and probably at the worst case he will get a yellow card, but the chance
Mm-hmm.
will be gone. So I
Yeah,
think the exploit that Ake would have been got, or we
yeah,
would have exploited Ake or Ruben Diaz. So for me, that whole entire CB back pairing will be a bit difficult with the inclusion of Fernandinho. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a bit concern for me. How we
yeah,
rotate and and for most important thing is that we have to take those chances. It will not be huge chances, not a huge number of chances, but those three, four, maybe five chances, we need at least two, three goals for them. For us,
yeah,
sorry, for us. So
yeah,
that's the most important part, I guess.
yeah. So, but like well, all of us have in our hearts that we of course want Spurs to win. But like you, all of us know this is just the first game of the season. A lot of things can just be
Exactly,
taken.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first game of the season, you can take it with a pinch
We,
of
we've
salt.
got to be
Uh,
positive, but it's going to be a tight game.
yeah, it's gonna be a tight game. And Saikat, what about the past results from the previous games that passed on Friday and Saturday? Any comments from you on that?
I think Brentford look really well. Arsenal are in mud, right? They are not like they. Because like I was very convinced. I grabbed popcorns and Pepsi and everything because I knew that Arsenal will get battered because the way Brentford play, right? It's a high energy game and everything with Tony up front, Mbuemo, and I think this Rico Henry. So these are these are the energetic and fantastic players. They are very good athletes. So I think that I expected Ivan Tony to score, but yeah, I think the without scoring also he pretty much contributes everything. So I think
Hmm.
that's a very good sign. And without Laka and Oba, I don't know that how that they expected that they can win, right? So I am not sure. So that we have to see that what's going on it. But yeah, I was pretty much confident. And in terms of United, I think United played really well, but it's just Leeds, right? They just opened the floodgates, and if they like for them, if it is 3-2, 4-2, doesn't matter, right? They will
Hmm.
always search for that next goal. That's their
Hmm.
way of playing. So I
Yeah.
don't think Bielsa will stay this season. I'm not sure because
Hmm.
of their thinking. I am not telling that they don't have the capabilities, and also
Hmm.
we have to take into account that Calvin Phillips was not included in that midfield, right? It was
Correct.
Robin Koch, if I
Yeah.
am not wrong.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
That's why.
he,
Yeah.
ah,
yeah,
no, it's
No.
3 hours. I'm getting a bit saddle sore.
Yeah. No, but like, what game that actually surprised you on Saturday and Friday?
For me, if I am honest, I haven't watched each and every game. So I
Oh, okay.
watched that Brentford Arsenal. I watched Leicester. I watched Leicester Wolves. I
Yeah,
watched
me too.
this game United Leeds, and
Mm-hmm.
also Norwich Liverpool. And today,
Yeah,
today it
yeah,
was a
yeah.
fantastic game. What is the result of this West Ham and Newcastle? 4-2.
West Ham Newcastle was 4-2, if not mistaken. Was it 4-2 or
Yeah,
more?
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It was
I'm not
4-2.
sure for two or more, but yeah, I
Yeah,
I was also I saw that feel that much only. So
yeah,
yeah, I think the West Ham look good. Newcastle, I think Maximin looks fantastic as usual. But yeah, I
yeah. Okay.
think with and Chelsea was very impressive, right?
Yeah,
They battered Crystal Palace, but I think Crystal Palace with Vieira, I'm not so convinced that Vieira is a good manager or not. So yeah,
mm-hmm.
like
All right.
this is just the first day, right? First game week, so
Yeah,
different clubs that are in different states, right? Based on
yeah,
how much the players were moved through the Euro, right? And
yeah,
what they got availability. So I
yeah.
think just to analyze, and I think United fans also should not go above their head because this is just the start,
Just the
and
first game. Yeah,
yeah, first game, and also it's Leeds on their home ground.
yeah, that's true.
So
And of
yeah,
course, Saikat, more or less, how to say? We're gonna end the stream soon because it's gonna come out to 3 hours. Okay, and
sure,
oh,
sure,
it's gonna prepare for the match coming up. And as you know, next week onwards, if the next two Sundays that come along, most probably the show will be a pre-show, watch along, halftime show, and post-match review all in one stream. And I hope you'll be there with us together, and it'll
sure,
hopefully
sure,
be more exciting because more people will be hopping on. Because today the stream is what I call after the stream is before the match, so a lot of people have actually hopped off to get ready for the show, and there are a lot of people doing watch alongs along the way. And before I go, like I said, if you haven't subscribed or you're watching this later, please subscribe and hit the like. And Saikat and I will most probably be doing the midweek review. And if Jamie is free, he'll join us usually
Yep.
during the midweek review, right? And of course, we'll be talking about what happened on Sunday. And of course, we'll be talking about the match against Paco de Ferreira, the
yeah, Pakodi
European
Parade. I
Conference
think
League.
that's one of the team that Nuno managed.
Yeah, that's one of the team used to manage her. Was it?
Yeah, yeah, he was the
Okay.
manager, and he, I think, brought them one
Yeah.
cup and pulled them into Champions League, I guess,
Yeah.
if I'm
Let's see
not
how it
wrong.
goes there. Yeah. And Jamie is putting up Son's jersey, right?
So
Big
you
up to
can't
He,
put
Son.
he's one
Kane.
of our own, right? He is one of
Yeah.
our own.
Even though he
Now,
didn't come out to the youth
yeah, he is
academy
one
and
of
all
our own.
that, we have already accepted him as one of our own because he's loyal. He signed his
Yeah.
contract extension, and he's still going to be with us for the next 4 years. Kudos to him. And Saikat, Jamie, you got anything else to add on before we leave?
I just want points and positivity. And that's what I
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. And Saikat, any last words?
Yeah, for me, like if at the worst case, also for me today is about
You're
for
mute.
me today is about the approach, right? How we are going into that game, how we are
Yeah.
playing, what is the approach, what is the plan, and is there any way to play that match, or we are just going the same way, sitting back, counter. That I don't really want, especially when we are at home. So
Yeah.
I want to see passion. I want to see, like Nuno gave all those dialogues, right? That we'll be proud of the team and everything and stuff. I know it's just the early days, but yeah, against Chelsea, I wasn't convinced that much on the first half, and second half, pretty much everyone left off, right? So I
Yeah.
am like I will only see today's approach, how we are going to play, and what tone he sets in the team,
Yeah.
right, to play with.
Mhm.
Because for me, that's the most important part. And for me, I think also one of the most important things that happened to us this preseason is we haven't got that much player in the Euros with our bad
Yeah.
performance, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
Kangi and some persons who were injured and they couldn't join, like Skip had an operation, and Seshingan were came injured, I think. So
Hmm.
if probably we have that much of time, but yeah, like for me, I think he has got that core bunch that plays today as much as time as possible to get under the belt on the preseason and get those ideas and fitness right into the place, right, as the like probably as he expected. So I am looking forward to it. And yeah, for me, as I told you earlier, that it's just the tone, how they're setting and how Nuno is setting up the team to play.
Just got one thing. Spurs Express have tweeted Nuno to Sky on Kane. He is continuing his preparation. The delay, all these things. Harry needs to work. He worked today, and he will keep on working until he is ready. The team. He works in the morning. I don't know what he is going to do.
All right. Okay, guys. I want to say thank you for all those in the comments and the chats. Right. Thank you for your chats.
And
Thank you for your
also one
interaction.
insight is that today Levy and Paratici is going to have a talk, right, with the Man City officials, because they are also in Tottenham Hotspur Stadium regarding Kane.
Yeah.
So we can find out something post match or maybe halftime talk. I'm not sure. Maybe Romano will do it. But yeah, that talk is going to be happen. And with all the reports that I am following, so it's maybe or maybe not, but it looks Kane is staying because they are not willing to play that 150-60 million, which after which also Levy will start the negotiation. It's not that he will accept, right? So they are planning with 120 and add-on. So I don't think that it will be near to leave Kane. Even like for them, the main block point will be because they brought Jack Grealish for 100 million and Lukaku just went to Chelsea for 115 million. So Levy is not going to back up.
Yeah. And all right, just to close, say some closing words. So thanks to all those in the comments and the chats. One thing is that today we'll have to just be supportive of the team, give all the positive energy on the pitch, and all the fans in the stadium, right? Be supportive of the team, be supportive of Nuno, but it's still Levy out. All right. Take care, guys. We'll catch up with you midweek again with Psycut during the midweek show. One more thing. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs. Yeah. Good luck.